sweating.
Undr The Cosh is brought to you by Who Knows Wins, the home of social betting. Matthew Kilgallon, how you doing?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
He's here.
Yeah.
Golf club.
Looking very smart as well, isn't
You
he?
are.
He's probably the best dressed, would you say?
Oh, you've got to have a go, haven't you?
Tanned.
You don't know who you're going to bump into, do you? So,
Well,
but
I would
they all-
say it's definitely the best dress.
Yeah.
better turned out.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
no, he's been trying to sort it for a little bit, hasn't he? And glad to be here. Couldn't wait to do it once we got a date all booked in, so looking forward to it.
You two crossed swords before?
Yeah. Well, I think we met when we
Playing
were...
wise or in the toilet.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's strange.
Strange terminology. I've done two cross swords.
Do you know something? You shouldn't.
No, just...
Yeah, loads of times, really.
Yeah. I think it was like the England youth teams who were...
That was the first one, like probably under
17s, I think.
Yeah.
Always been a quiet lad, haven't you?
Yeah, nice and yeah. You got to have a laugh, haven't you?
Of course you have.
You know,
Of course you have.
Chris is a little... God, you remember that? He looked exactly the same at 17,
Shut
didn't
up.
you? At 17?
No
Oh,
chance.
you've actually got better.
I'd love throwing the old England one in, by the way.
Do what? In every now and again. I've noticed that.
Who else? Who else? Give us another example.
Well, you know my memory's shit.
We'll put a compilation together, don't worry.
You know my memory's shit, but you always show the England in every 3 shows.
That's a complete lie.
Chris,
Yeah, no, I'll back you up on that.
yeah?
I thought you might.
I
Oh, the
wasn't gonna-
17s this was it?
17.
I actually wasn't going to mention it. I was going to say playing against him, and then you threw the old England
Blackburn.
one out. Blackburn were
I
teammates.
don't mention every 3 episodes. Try not to anyway.
I try and get it in at least twice per episode.
You
What is
well.
as bad as what his statistics showed?
No, you.
You can be honest. You can be honest.
You can be honest.
yeah.
Nah, honestly, for me, I think he had a lot of... You had a bad knee, wasn't it? And you couldn't get it right.
Cry me a river. I'm sick of hearing about his bad knee.
But I thought when you got it better, you actually played well a few games, but I think you were just...
You had a good 10 minutes that game, didn't
I
you?
did.
He
did. He
closed a few people down. And
Yeah, I tell you what, he's the best, honestly. He did work your nuts off, though.
Do you remember we had that meeting when, because Gary Bowyer and Craig Short, who was the assistant, used to go around before the game saying, right, from the first whistle, I want you to sprint to the centre half. Their tactic is to hit the ball to the centre half and then launch it. So you just sprint. And I obviously have. I was like on the blocks one night. We had a meeting the next day and like Gary Bowyer said, right lads, I just wanted to show you this. And someone got like a clip of a starting gun. And it was just a and then there was me sprinting as fast as I could towards this centre half. And the ball had been and gone by the time I'd get in there, but it got
The only way it could have been better
laughed.
would have been if it, like Chariots of Fire had been playing as you running.
I think I even went again to close the pass
You
down.
did, you went again. There's no doubt. Mate, the best one was when we were training. It was Paul Lambert was in charge. And it was you up top with Elliot Ward behind you. And I'm not being funny, right? This race, so Paul's been set back. I think someone just turned it round the corner.
Elliot Ward,
Elliot
kept
Ward.
pressing Elliot
Yeah,
Ward.
Norwich.
Yeah.
Good centre half. It's gone in the corner. Elliot's got, what he's got? He's got 6 yards on you, hasn't he?
6, 7, 8 maybe.
Honestly. So like, everyone's just
Well,
thought,
what he injured at the time? Had he done his hamstring?
He must have been having a bad day.
oh yeah, I think his boots are on the wrong foot, mate, because I'm not being... He'd only gone past him. Then it was like, you turned, it
Comfortably
was
as well.
like two hippos, right, getting after this ball. Now, mate, the session was stopped because people were on the floor. He's absolutely burned him, hadn't you? Got inside and got a little curler in. Well, I'm on the floor. I've gone. And we didn't let it go, did we?
What he got like?
Oh, he was wounded. I think he was blaming his boots. And,
Yeah, he had 6-7 on you.
yeah.
I can remember we once played Coventry, and it like I got slipped in from the halfway line, and I run past Scott Dan. You know the kid who was at
It's at Blackburn. It was at Blackburn
Yeah.
and Palace now,
Palace.
isn't it? Yeah.
and I sprinted past Scott Dan. You'll probably have been there,
I think I was on the bench.
more than likely. And like when when Aaron Gunnarsson came Cardiff, apparently he got battered for weeks because I'd run past him. Scott. Fucking couldn't see fucking Premier League now.
The thing with you two though is, you might not be the fastest, but once you start getting your arms out, and that you actually can't get. Do you know what I mean? It stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? You get an elbow.
There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of weight with through them copers, isn't there?
he just come up and like act all surprised, going, "You've got a yard, haven't you? You've got a yard, by the way."
I was on the floor. I was just shouting, "Stop the session, Wardy, in you go, mate. Get inside now.
Retire.
Get a rub on your hamstrings this second, mate, because you are done here."
Oh wow.
No,
I'm not sure if I've ever seen you run past anyone.
There'll be a video of it somewhere. Someone will have that on camera.
you were slow.
Were you going faster than when you done that? When you got the ball for the infamous
The Leicester one.
keto? What would you call that?
Megatonic.
Megatonic.
That
It was of that ilk.
Yeah.
You just
Rapid.
As
come
impressive.
to you
Yeah.
all at once.
Yeah. He's not lying. He's here.
No.
I don't know if you've worded him up though, have you?
Remember that time?
When I got a yard on, I was a yard behind Elliot Ward, weren't I? But it was 6 or 7 or 8.
No,
It was 6.
Bring it up. And if I don't get in first, England under 17s.
Yeah, we'll bring it up in first 40 seconds, shall we? We'll throw it in.
But then we obviously played against you when you came through at Leeds. I remember playing against you then. How old when you got in the first team?
Proper playing like week to week, or as in, I made my debut in the UEFA Cup.
Ukraine or somewhere?
Yeah, it was, and I'd gone there as virtually get the bags off the bus,
Just for our
put the
experience.
kit out
Like.
for everyone with Venables, put the kit out, you do this, whatever the first team want, you get, it's Harry Bowles, all that. Thought, great, I'll have a bit of this. Listen to the stories of the lads at night and that, loved it. Next thing you know, he says the team and I'm on the bench. I'm thinking to myself, that's alright, probably just getting me used to it, innit? 60 minutes in, Lucas Radeby goes down.
Well, the first thought in your head, I wonder how much I'll get for being on the bench.
At first I'm thinking,
You're not ready.
here we go. Haven't warmed up yet. I thought I was here for a bit of crack, man. And now I'm going on. Shinnies are in the changing room. I've come out in flip-flops. You're on? So I'm like, okay, on. And lucky enough, we had some players there then, like Nathan Smith, I think Kuhl was on there, Bowyer, and went on, might have been 1-0, ended up winning 4-0. You get first touch and that, it was alright, but that was like 18 years old, but proper playing week to week would have been probably 19, 20 there at Leeds.
Yeah.
More 20, I'd probably
Was
say.
that when all chaos was going on at Leeds when players
To be
were
fair,
leaving?
it was, for me as in career-wise and that,
Good for you.
it was good for me, terrible for the club.
Yeah.
But Rio Ferdinand was there, Dominic Matteo, Jonathan Woodgate. I was nowhere near as good as them at that age. At 19, they were 23, 24. I was never getting in, do you know what I mean? And then obviously that happened, and a little bit of luck, you always say in footy, and you're in there, and I grabbed it and went on and played a few games and came across you two loads of times playing, didn't I?
How good was Woodgate?
Yeah, he was.
Should he have been one of the best, like?
Yeah, definitely. Injuries killed him, really. Well, didn't kill him because he went on to play for Real Madrid, but...
Was as good as Rio?
I don't think you can say that, can you? Because Rio's won everything, hasn't he? Do you know what I like?
Could have
It's
been.
different saying could have been, but a lot of people say that, but you've got to be playing week in, week out. Rio was playing 40 games a season, wasn't he, for 10 years, and at a high standard and that. But I looked up to Woodgate as like, you know, because he was that sort of ball playing centre half.
I've seen in them photographs with the long blonde locks and the shoestring.
Rio was a joke for me, the best. For me personally, I think he was the best centre half. But
What managers did you have?
how long we got?
Who were there at Leeds when you first...
O'Leary.
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't realise you were there then.
Yeah, well, I was YTS then. It was YTS. So it was coming through with some
big
real
names in that.
characters, like real hard school sort of.
David
go back to your
Bizer.
digs and there'd be a poo in the toilet on the seat from the lads, and go back from
Funny you should mention that. We've had a bit of an issue with that this week.
It is though, isn't it? But they'd go into your, because we lived on site at the training ground, and you go back to your room, and they'd just be in your bed, like the reserve players or the first teamers, having a sleep because they were sleeping in the afternoon. You just have to stand there and wait for them to have the kick.
Banging doors.
There was no out you go or
come on, Rio, get
out.
I'll get out.
It was like, give us half an hour. Just walk back out. Just sit on the wall outside like that, just going, you're doing that.
Because someone's in your bed.
Yeah, we're now on it. We always you go far, wouldn't it? And then take the clock on. But I loved it. I loved being involved with them. That was always wanted to be around that first team with just for the crack. I used to sneak in the change room, into the physio room, pretend I was cleaning it. What I was doing was just moving strappings about, but you'd hear all the stories, because physio places always where you hear the stories about what they're doing on a night out. You just move strappings like that. So you just not doing anything, just moving that, and then you just hear one, and then all of a sudden you'd hear, what the fuck's he doing in here? You just go, oh no, and you turn round and you just dance for me now, and you just get all out, but you got that little buzz. It was good, mate.
He was people were saying he's the funniest man in football, Gary Kelly.
Yeah, Kel's is real funny lad.
And when I look at him, I don't go, he looks funny. You don't
comedian.
Yeah, you never.
What you're expecting, like.
I know.
What does somebody who looks funny look like?
Acting like
If you look at people,
we've got a comedian, eh? Just look at that.
If you look at Michael McIntyre, you don't think, oh, he's funny.
I would though. Would you? He's just got that one of them faces, hasn't he?
His hair, innit?
Yeah, for hair and cheeks.
He couldn't be a footballer though, could he?
Peter Kay?
Let's be honest, he's not got the...
Yeah, Peter Kay looks funny.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's a chubby man.
Yeah. You?
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You look funny, like.
Oh, right, yeah.
But he looks half serious, I think.
It was serious times. Pitch, training, games, very serious. Off it, lunatic.
I wish I never asked now.
Still keep in touch with him. Great lad. Just came to... I think Dennis Wise got the job. And Dennis Wise said a few things to him. And Kels just went, right, that's fine with me. He said... that it's not true what he's saying, but I'll call it a day here. And I think he was 32, could have played for another 5 years, and he just said if it's not Leeds United or Celtic, don't want to play football anymore.
So Dennis Wise half retired him then?
Basically, yeah.
What was he kind of saying?
Just saying, because I think about the money he was on. It's not Kelsey's fault. Kelsey's signed a contract. And he's coming in saying that you're taking this money off the club, and Kelsey's a legend there at Leeds. Fans love him.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, it's poor. It's like footy, innit?
He's getting off to a bad start. Why then? And he's getting rid of the club legend.
Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
Who ran that dressing room in that era? Because you got Batty there.
Yeah.
He was quiet though. Was he not just quiet? Like last in, first out.
He was quiet. Yeah. I wouldn't say he was a football fan. He liked his motorbikes and that.
Because apparently he doesn't like football, and he has nothing to do with it now.
No.
He's the only player who didn't turn up to the Blackburn reunion championship winning.
I see.
So he just didn't turn up.
Yeah, you can see. There's a lot of big characters in that Leeds team. Like, I couldn't say one.
So were you there when the Woodgate and Bowyer with the?
Yeah, I think I was YTS then.
That must have been a bit strange.
Yeah, it was. Bowyer played his best football. He was on absolute fire. It was the Champions League and that. That's when ball boying, obviously, watching all Real Madrid and AC Milan come in there, and we used to go be able to watch them train, and then we all try and get the seats next to the dugout and see the players. But Bowyer, when that was going, Woodgate struggled a bit with that.
I imagine Bowyer's like that though. Bit of not a wounded animal, but
yeah, I think he took his mind off it. Yeah. It was like, right, it's football tonight. Yeah. Take the stress away, and I think he got into England set from that.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Should have tried it as shouldn't we? Shouldn't go down that route. Oh, you were at England though, weren't you? Sorry, you've not mentioned
there.
Who did you come through with? James Milner?
Yeah, Milner was
About the
younger
same
than
time?
me. But Milner's, I think he's about 3 years younger than me.
Oh, all right.
But he trained with us when I started training the first team, so he was that good. You know, he was pushed up there. And he could tell straight away he was special. Like,
is he as boring as they make out to be? Any wild nights on the Ribena?
No, he's boring.
Is he?
He is, yeah. He is.
Is that a word? Is that a word? Boring.
It is now. It is now.
I say he's boring enough because he's. I wouldn't say he's quite funny, you know. Have you seen his tweets and his dry humour? But he's into his football and he's into his golf, and that's the way it is. And wasn't interested on the pints, and we used to go out many a time for Christmas do's and that. And he'd come, but he just wouldn't drink. And you know, it's not doing too bad, has it?
I sometimes think we would have been if I'd never had a drink.
How you been, Barca? You'd be just chesting them off for Messi. He'd be playing off you.
Come on, have that buffy ball there, Lionel.
I'll tell you what we haven't spoken about, by the way. First time used to, met.
Oh yeah.
Was it Magaluf?
Yeah.
Okay, where was you out there with?
I nearly ripped your fucking head off.
What fun?
Because she fucking came for me about my teeth.
Honestly?
Yeah. I'm going to rip your head off. You were out there with Sheffield United, I was out there with Stoke. And I think it was our second day,
So out with Beats?
Yeah. And we're sat in the bar, can't remember which one it were. And so they're like, hellos. And you just came for my teeth.
No, I never.
I swear to God.
Honestly?
Yeah, and I said to you, I'll fucking knock your teeth down your throat.
Did you have a couple of grizzly bears with you? Honestly, did I say that?
Yeah.
That's not me, that. No, I once said it.
Yeah.
What was the phrase?
After maybe an hour, it was fine. But you didn't even say hello. You didn't even say,
honestly?
Hey up, big man, look at fucking state of your teeth. Look at state of them fucking.
I never.
Not even hello.
Apology, mate.
Not even an hello.
Apologise,
Mate,
mate.
that ain't
Speaking the truth.
Brownie, you know me, that ain't me. There was a lot chirpier back then, but still aren't there.
You went out in tennis gear one night, didn't you?
Miles bigger than me. That was it, yeah. What I said that? Mate, what about when the Beats, I got this thing right, out on a Christmas do with Sheffield United, went to Covent Garden, and Chris Morgan was in charge of...
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, he's a good lad, proper. So he's gone to us.
I can't imagine Covent Garden when Morgan's a sort of place,
well,
but...
He had to, you know, when it's one of them where everyone's gone. So we've been out Saturday night, all Sunday, drinking. This is a far. So I'm at the bar, and Ross gone, come here. So I went, what's up? He went, got Paul Daniels coming in here to do a magic trick. I said, shut up, mate. He said, where have you pulled that from? He says, mate, this is what he's doing now. If you can hire him out to do a thing, and he said he'll come out, we've all weighed this out. He says, out the thing, I've put, paid him. I said, well, have a bit of that, Said, don't tell anyone, we'll get him. So I sat in there, we're all, Covent Garden, proper tight pub and that, we're bevying, just topping up from Saturday night. Oh, pisses a fart, you can imagine. Next thing you know, nudge. One of the Morgs' nudges almost knocks you off your chair, doesn't it? What's that? He's here. So he's coming. Well done. I was like, hey. So everyone's gone berserk, mate. Legend.
It's Paul Daniels.
Yeah.
He's turned up.
Yeah, he's come. It's a thing. We've paid for him to come.
What are you going to get handcuffed to him?
Daddy with him.
Mate, no, David McGee's with him.
Full
So
kissing up.
I said, you pay for him? I was like, well, I don't know. Mate, you come in there. He must have been 80 years old, mate. He's not when he's on telly and he wasn't so he came in. So he's done a few tricks and everyone's buzzing. He's pulling things from your lug and everything. Everyone's like that. Who's got to watch? Because we're all buzzing, 20 lads, rowdy football players get. So James Beattie hasn't gone to story. Loves his watches. Hundreds of them he's got. Proper collector of them. Knows everyone you think of. He's got this Frank Muller. You know, Frank Muller was a watch, won it 12 years ago.
I'm from Barnsley, I'm not from fucking Man.
Casio. Stopwatch on. Casio, stopwatch on.
Frank Muller. You know what it is? That is
no, but it's got diamonds all around it. So Paul Daniels gone to Beats. So now, James Beattie's chirpy lad, and
very
he loves
lively,
it.
isn't he?
He's at the front, and he's waiting. Pass your watch there. Nah, not this. Watch is about 40 grand. Nah. Right, Beats, give me your watch, mate. It's Paul Daniels, chill out.
You're going to be able to catch me runs off his fucking 80.
He said, take your kettle off, Beats, and so he's taking his watch off like that. And it's a Paul Daniels, so we're all round like this. He's put a serviette off it. Pulled out like this little hammer thing, so he's obviously all set up for it. So we're all round like this. He's gone, boom, like that, and everyone's gone, wait. And Paul Daniels' face is just drained, mate. David McGee's going, mate, he's taking the cloth off like that, and he smashed the fucking full watch. Watch has gone.
This is not part of his trick, is it? It's fucked up.
Beats going, what is for? You know how much this watch is? The bits are falling out like this and that. Put him back here. Mental with him. Well, calm, Beats, say, calm down, we'll sort it out, be fine and everything. So David McGee's come over to Beattie after and listen, he's not what he used to be. honestly, mate, his watch is in tatters, mate.
He's not what he used to be.
Yeah, he's gone, listen, I don't know how to apologise to you. Please come. So, mate, she's invited him and the kids and his family to his house for dinner. So, please come round and try and... We've all said to me, just do it, mate. Come on, we can sort that out. It's not the end of the world. So he's gone round there. So apparently, Pete's has gone to me. It was after it. He's gone round there. I said, I was spewing, mate, absolutely from me. Frank Muller's gone. I don't know where it is. What's going to happen with it? So I get there. He says he's got this place on the front of the Thames, backing onto the Thames where he lives. Says what a house it is. So he's got in there. He's thinking, so
he's still raging with
raging.
This is not the next day, is it?
No, about 2 weeks after.
Yeah, so he's still raging.
Raging, mate. So wife's gone there. Wife's buzzing his wife. Put the kids with him. Knocked on the door. Through the door. David McGee's come over and listen, apology about the watch. I'm going to deal with it and everything. In you come, all the kids. Coming to the thing, it's like Paul Daniels sat there like that. Oh, sorry, James, about your watch and that. I'm sure you'll get it back and everything. I'll get it there. So anyway, David McGee's come back, gone into the kitchen, come back out, passed the big bowl of lasagna to Paul Daniels, put it down in front of James Beattie, put a piece out, put a piece in front of him. What's in the lasagna?
No, piss off.
Beef.
What's in the lasagna?
Frank Muller watch?
Beef and cheese.
It was like the first time I just had to go in.
I weren't going to say it.
Somebody had to.
Can we edit that so it works?
Yeah, how can we get that so it works?
No wonder she's still doing panto. Fucking David McGee, she's had to pay for his fucking watch.
I thought I had you. I thought you were well into it.
It's not what it used to be.
Oh dear.
Oh, classic. I wanted to drag it on a bit longer, but I thought, I can bring everything. You can go on for about a magic wand thing. The rabbits come out of thing.
Rabbits. Fucking hell.
It's a classic. He didn't know, did he? He killed it.
He didn't know.
He absolutely killed it. He was gone. Oh, God. And then he's gone beef. I was like, on the chair. Shut the fuck. I've got him here.
Too sharp on my own gun.
He was in it. He was in it, wasn't he?
Did you use that one again, mate?
In the locker. Peter Reid come in.
Peter Reid, yeah.
That was some.
I know.
Peter Reid came in.
It's a meat and cheese. Peter Reid came in, kept the first team up, didn't he, with a win at Arsenal and that on the thing. And then
Were
it was
you
into Kevin Blackwell really was for me when I started playing.
Yeah.
And Sam Ellis. So I got in the first team and we did well and got into the playoff finals and that and then lost. against Watford, got battered really in the final. So ups and downs.
People are saying, like, we had loads of questions saying how bad the football was and all that, wondering, but you had a good season, didn't you?
Yeah, it was basic as, mate. It was...
Must have been horrible to play in.
Work hard, yeah. There was no getting off the keeper and everything, but everyone knew the job, mate.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you see everyone knew what they were doing, and it worked for us. We had experience in the team, we had a bit of youth and that, and it worked. You knew what you were doing. It worked for me. Like Sam Ellis was a centre half, and he played. He was older, I was younger. Put your arm round you, do this. If you don't do it, you'll be sat and on the bench. And I worked like that. I was fine with
simple.
that. Simple, yeah. No, but he used to say, but if you do see space, take it out. But if you're defending, you have to put it in the stand, then put it in the stand. So it was all right.
Do you feel pressure from fans at Leeds? You know, with it being so... Because we went in, it is the atmosphere,
brilliant,
it's intense.
Yeah, it's
He's trying to get in
That's
every
your
show.
fault down the fella there.
He's trying to get in every show.
You know,
Just
Hammer.
come and get in front of the camera. Just say hello.
I think when you're younger, you get it, but you play with no fear. I think now people, I think the social media in that put even more pressure on the lads.
Do you reckon more now?
Because you can't get away from it, can you?
You don't get away with it. You know when you've had a bad game because you get battered. And everyone says stay off it, but it's hard to stay off it because it's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think when Leeds were going, especially this season, the Leeds fans are unbelievable, don't get me wrong, but it was every time I looked on Instagram there was Leeds fans chanting in a pub or a what's it, because everyone knows the great value. They're on Sky every week playing away because they know they're going to bring 6,000-7,000 away fans, aren't they?
Good atmosphere.
Do you know what I mean? Because they know they're gonna bounce it all for 90 minutes. So, but
talking about that, I remember at Blackburn, Bowyer pulling Shane Duffy because I think Duffy was having a bit of a bad spell.
What did he say? I know you're having a bit of a torrid, but
it could be worse. It could be worse, Shane.
Brown is having the worst one.
No, what he said, because I think Duffy was getting a bit of stick, so he's pulled him off it. I went, don't even go on there.
Yeah,
just shows you how bad it can be. Like,
yeah.
I think it's all like I've had it. I just take it with a pinch of salt, me. I just think fucking.
Not everybody's like that, though, are they?
Not
everybody's like that, though.
No.
No, but you know what that is as well. We've spoken about this before. This is because of how we've been brought up from being YTSs and getting fucking bullied and battered as YTSs. You get my skin's obviously got a bit thicker than most, but you get thick skin, so you can take it. Somebody says you'll be shit today. Yeah, well, yeah.
Remember, were you at Donny with Jason Shackdale?
No.
And Shaq, hell of a player, but one of the most insecure I've ever played with. You know, like the local press would release the paper straight after the game.
Yeah.
And if he gets anything below a 7, his head's gone.
Yeah.
Something as little as that.
There's a lot of lads like that, isn't he, mate? There's a lot of lads.
He'd pull somebody that said, "Did I look slow today? How quick did I look?" I think I paced in as well one time. I swear to God, I'm going to get the footage up. That must have hurt. That must have stung.
I suppose that's just how some people are, though. Like, everyone's different. And like you said, when the lads get in stick as young lads, it makes some people stronger. It can kill some young lads' careers.
Yeah. Nobody likes getting criticism, though, do they? Some deal with it better, but nobody it can't be water off a duck's back all the time. You'd rather not be getting it, let's be honest.
I think you just go, don't get too excited when you win, don't get too excited when you lose. That's what I've got with.
I've said that
one minute they're going to love you, one minute they're not going to. But they're always going to ask for your autograph when you're in a coffee shop or a restaurant. That's what I used to. And it's not being the big one, it's just saying, at the end of the day, they're always going to come up to you and be sound. Yeah. They might say something to you, either good or bad, and it's just... They have the right to the fans, they live for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, that's right.
Just put up with it and try and crack on with it, because you're long forgotten, are you, when you finish footy, yeah?
Sure. It has genuinely always been water for ducks' backs for me.
Yeah. You're a big character though, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? It's...
I know if I play well or not. But out of my fucking 680 games, I reckon I've had 300 shitters. Genuinely. But in maybe 120 of them I've scored, so don't matter, does it?
So 1 week you're getting battered next.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially away fans. I used to love it when away fans battered me. Because it means that, like...
You've done all right.
It means that, like, they know that you've
done your job.
It's love, innit?
Yeah,
It's
you're a
tough
bit
love,
of
innit?
Like, they know that you're a bit of not a threat, but just, like, can appreciate what you can do, really. So if, like, if someone doesn't know who you are, they're like, well, obviously you're not doing something not right, are you?
I mean, I always used to think that as with your coaches, your manager, when they stop shouting at you, and that's when you know you're done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's sort of like, I've just done that and it's not good enough. I've trained shit, and they haven't said out to me. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's better when you're playing and they pull you on because you haven't zipped a pass in. You think, right, they want me to be better, and then as soon as you stop talking, you might as well call it a day. Yeah.
Did you have a little spell at West Ham as well?
West Ham, that was where I first went.
We skipped over the Peter reading that. Do you want anything to know about it?
No, we're going another way.
Oh,
we're back.
I was 14 when I
We missed it. We missed it.
Say that again.
We missed it.
Oh, we missed it.
Yeah, we missed it.
Right.
Another one.
We didn't want to
did
buy
that last time.
Natural progression.
Yeah. No, West Ham, we got
Natural
anyway. It's how we
progression.
roll, innit?
Right, so we've boxed Leeds off then now, yeah?
No. This is beforehand, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Why
West
is that
Ham.
Leeds?
West Ham was where I went on loan. Leeds were in the Premier League, West Ham were in the Championship, and I think I played against Jason Robertson, I think, in the reserves. West Brom v Leeds. I did well against him and came home the next day, think nothing of it, just think going to Leeds, train well. I think I was getting a sandwich. We were just at a shop and I can remember getting the call. Killer. Who was in charge then? It wasn't Alan Pardew, it was Glenn Roeder. Glenn Roeder was at the game. Fancies you. You're at West Ham tomorrow.
No. Do you want to go?
No, you go in.
You're at West Ham tomorrow.
Because you can't turn West Ham down.
Yeah,
You know. And I'm from a village outside York. Like back then, mate, there's no sat-navs and that. So I packed about 2 pairs of jeans. I was 18 years old, mate. 2 packs of jeans, couple of pairs of boxers, a few t-shirts. Jumped in my Ford Puma and just headed south, mate. Didn't have a clue where I was going. Not a Scooby. Just going as fast as I could south. How I got there, I do not know.
There's up in the sign for West Ham.
I can just remember looking in my rearview mirror and my dad just going, and in his eyes he just says, he ain't got a fucking clue. And I've just given him that and out the window to say, no, I haven't. Do you know what I mean? One of them, mate. I don't know how I got there. I don't know how I got there. It was a hotel on a roundabout, met him. You know, as fast as that, next thing I know, I'm training with him.
And this is what, 18?
Yeah, 18 years old. 18.
They'll have had a few big hitters then as well, then, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
Defoe was still there. Don Hutchinson. Brian Dean was there. Daly, the centre half. Repka. Remember Repka, the right back?
He looks angry.
Ian Pearce.
He looks angry.
You know, some big, there's Everington.
Yeah.
Some big players there. It was good times, mate.
Out with the bubbles.
Grew up. Yeah, blowing bubbles. It's good.
What
There's nothing like, I don't think less intimidating than walking out to the bubbles blowing.
No, but great.
Like a foam party in Baggers.
You get one in your eye like that.
He's shitting his sense. Look at his eyes are watering.
Fairy liquid in there.
So at 18, you've gone from, as you say, a little village outside York to fucking London.
Yeah, big smoke.
That must have been
Ripton Park. I'm having coffees and knocking around in the spa with people from Blue. The band. I'm like, that one for the money and that. 2 for the ride. Did you, mate? Ronnie O'Sullivan's high-fiving me when I'm leaving for training. They put me up in a big apartment. Me and Neil Mellor, who came on loan from Liverpool at the time, put us up in Repton Park. Unbelievable complex. Didn't pay a penny for it. And you had Ronnie O'Sullivan living there, Blue, all like the models and the...
But that was Andy at 18, weren't it?
Oh, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it was just...
You said more than in passing.
Yeah, it did, yeah. You know, it was just... brilliant. All bills were paid for, and it was just get your head down and play. But like you say, you're up there on your own. Next thing you know, there's a Sunday club, isn't there? It turns into a Wednesday, and then. But no, it was a good squad of players and that, and I enjoyed my time there. Played a few times, and Alan Pardew came in, and it was my time to go back. And he wanted to keep me and sign me, Pardew, but Eddie Gray wouldn't allow it. And said, no, he's coming back. I don't know if he wanted to sign me or keep me to the end of the season. So I played against Tottenham in the FA Cup, I think it might have been, or whatever it was back then. Worthington, is it? Yeah, he changed it that many times. And I played well in it, and we drew 0-0 and did really well. And he was like, I want to keep him. And then that obviously West Ham went up and Leeds came down, so it was like, oh my God. But at the time, I didn't want to leave Leeds either, but West Ham.
A Leeds fan?
Yeah. West Ham's a great club.
Yeah. So we're initiating the Sunday club then down at West Ham, right?
How long? Carrick was there as well. Michael Carrick.
Were you into Sundays?
Yeah. We had 1 or 2, but then I think he went to Tottenham then. Probably about a month in, 2 months ago, and I was there. But it was quite a young squad. Anton Ferdinand was there. Mel's, me, David Noble. Nobes.
I came to...
he was some player, mate, him.
I heard that, yeah.
But some player, mate, honestly.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one. What's the other one called? Was there
Mark.
I'm thinking of Mark.
Yeah, he's done all right. I can't remember him going to Tottenham.
My knowledge on football is not very good. No, he came to Hull on loan. Mark Noble.
Yeah, Mark, yeah.
Is it Mark?
Mm-hmm. He was a young lad there.
I mean, football knowledge on players and all, it's not great, is it?
No.
So when you say Noble, West Ham, I'm thinking of Mark Noble. I thought there were only one.
But do you know, like, obviously, like you say, a village outside York and that, and then I started dressing like I'm from down south. So I'm going into shops.
You got rid of the flat cap.
Dressing like you're from south of France. Down south.
Bonjour. So I'm going in there and I'm buying. Can you remember Masharanis? The trousers, they've got Mascherano, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, they've got.
They've been fucking terrible.
Mate, they've got dragons up here. Mate, I had a pair. I had a pair with Bruce Lee on the back, right, going like that. Thought I was the absolute daddy, bowling around London with them on, just giving it that on. A bird went past, just flicking the calf like that with Bruce Lee's like that.
Bruce Lee's leg out.
She's not even going to kick a fucking head in.
Oh, it was good.
And what would you
made me grow up?
Just a plain white tee, snap back.
Long blonde locks at this point.
And a cross necklace hanging out like that.
It's a Sean Thornton Mark II, isn't it?
Oh, it was bad.
I remember the trousers.
Did you come back to Leeds without gear?
Yeah, I came back with all the gear and that, and I think about 6 months later it come up north, and then, you know what I mean, I could bring it out then when everyone else got it. No, it was good. It was good times there. It made me grow up, do you know what I mean? Obviously I didn't live at home when it was YTS, but then you go back into just being now, open your eyes a bit. Open your eyes and look after yourself.
What were Mel's like to live with?
Love sweets.
Yeah.
Haribo
and chocolate.
Mate, I just really said, because he had a settee here and his settee would be there. He'd just be watching the game or footy, and then he'd just do it. I'm thinking, where's he pulled them from? He hasn't left the room. So I don't know, where's he storing them? Are you getting out of his slippers? Where have you got them from? He just he never stopped eating.
He used to be excited going we're on pre-season trips to go buy some of that milk.
Milk and chocolate.
Milk and chocolate. He's like, fucking hell, can't wait to get to the airport. Get some of that milk and chocolate. I'm taking loads back. He was like really excited about it. Oh, they've got it. Oh, it's here, that milker. It's just a fucking...
Haribos, yeah.
Nuts magazine he'd come on with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
that was in fact, I'm going to say it, he used to fetch porn mags on Mel's every away trip.
Yeah, he's a little perv. Like,
2 porn mags. You know, like this is...
It's a dying industry.
This is sort of... What...
No,
10, 11 years ago. He just plonk him on top of the table. His sweets, his chocolate.
What, a good collection.
In fact, he'd buy 2, his nuts, his FHM and 2 porn mags underneath. She was going to buy him in his tracksuit, like.
When I first moved in with him, like, his phone would ring and he'd be talking, and yeah, see you later, Spides. And the next day, 2 hours later, yeah, no problem. All right, Spides. I'm talking. Thinking, who's this Spides geezer? Like, give him half a yard, mate. Why are you ringing him? I went to him. Who's that Spides guy? Like, no, it's me dad. What are you calling your dad Spides for? Oh, he had long legs when he used to play football. Who nicknames the dad? Hey? You know what I mean? I was just like, right. I thought, I'm not going to get on with this guy.
It's classic Mella, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's classic Mella.
Spides. No, Spides.
I'll not get bothered with his missus that, will it? Buying porn mags.
No. You don't not.
Relax the sleeping tablet when they're going away again.
So who's in charge at Leeds when you come back?
When I came back, God, you know what?
Because it was quick turnover then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you know, it
Peter
could have been Eddie
Venables.
Gray. Could have been Eddie Gray. I don't know if he was manager. He was more in charge of me because it was reserves and he looked after the young lads.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I can't remember who it was when I came back.
It just shows you how long the Leeds have been a shambles then, doesn't it? Because how long ago was this?
So when I went on, that would have been probably the year where they stayed up on the last day against Arsenal when I came back. Or was that a year before? Do you know what? I can't even...
15 years, would you say?
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
If Killer were 18, and what are you now, Killer?
Yeah, 35.
35, so 16, 17 years ago.
I can't even remember. Honestly,
maths,
like you say, there's so many managers came and it's just, it's all a blur. Do you have the same when you think about when you started?
Same when I was writing my book. I couldn't tell you fucking old manager where I were and what year.
It's the dates, the years and that. People say, what year were you there? And I'm like, I don't clue, mate. You're a policeman, like.
You ask him to remember a Christmas party story or something.
Oh yeah, you know the
Something
story.
relative. You said to me, were you in 2009? I won't be able to tell you.
No.
2012.
You know what fancy dress you are, though.
Oh, I know where Christmas do that year.
But it all just merges, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. Especially when it's been so long as well.
Yeah, I know.
Who were the best manager then as well, at that Leeds collection?
God. For me, I'd have to say Eddie Gray for me was someone who you were scared of, but he was more reserves coming through YTS to playing in the reserves, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he helped me a lot and taught me standards of like discipline and what's acceptable and like, do you know what I mean? A proper Scottish, like, you don't fucking do that, you know what I mean? But I liked that. So I was playing my best football under Kevin Blackwell when we went to, you know, and it was no thrills, like, you know what I mean? But it worked for me. And if you weren't playing well, he'd give you a bollocking. And I'd be like, and I was brought like that as well. If I did something wrong, my dad would give me an hiding. And and I worked like that. And it used to make me think, come on, mate, what are you doing? You're going to be out of the team. So I'd go out and try harder in the next half, you know, or wake up, as you say.
So Kevin Blackwell, better than Terry Venables, that's what we're saying.
It's some statement, that.
But I never played under Terry Venables enough. I'm talking, I think a lot of people do that. Oh, who's the best person you played with? Oh, it was who against? Or who they played with, and they say Ronaldo or something. They played one game with them. Yeah. I'd rather do someone who I had 2 seasons with or a season with. Yeah. I say, well, he brought like Chris Morgan at centre half at Sheffield. You know, he'd probably help me the most, as in, do you know what I mean? Who's the best centre half you played with? Yeah. I played with loads of good centre halves, but for me, Chris Morgan helped me. So I look at it like that. So it's a bit different, you know. Obviously, Terry Venables is, you know, his CV's a joke, isn't it? You know, compared to Blackwell's, but for me, he helped me more. So.
A lot of lads not like Blackwell because we've not had good reports, have we?
No, we haven't.
No, I can understand that. I can understand that. We used to have a thing with him in the changing room, right?
Oh, yeah.
No wonder you liked him so much. So.
Get them mags over here.
What he used to do is, we used to sort of see changes is like this, so people down that side, back there. And he used to come in, so all his team talks were, he's aggressive how he speaks, he's a front foot, everything he does is front, making a cup of tea, fucking waters everywhere, the sugars everywhere, he's always front foot. So he comes in, and someone's just gone, how long into his team talk will his necklace pop out of his t-shirt because how excited he's getting? So everyone's just like, oh no. So first one, 15 seconds in, 30. So we're all having a bet before he walks in. So all you're thinking is, when his necklace pops out, we're going to be in tears here. So he sat there and he's like this, isn't he? And I want you coming, and I want you attacking, I want you front, and I want, mate, and you can see it.
Teetering on the edge.
Like that. And everyone's going, oh no, I've gone, I'm out, I said 20 seconds. So he's on 90, and then he's up for an header, and he pops out, mate. And everyone's just like, for the next 5 minutes, no one's heard a thing what he said, because everyone's sweating in tears, just going, mate, and then you just, his necklace, and now he's round here. It's like, how many stories you've got like that, right? You say something before a team talk and they come in and they do it, and you just like, well, perfect example at Blackburn with Irvine, with Lambert, when he used to say time after time.
Yeah.
So we're in the changing room when Paul Lambert was a good coach, wasn't he? Very good, like thorough. Irvine, he was top man, wasn't he? Real, considering who he's managed and who like he's looked after in the game and that, coached, real top guy. Then you go into a meeting, massive board up like that, and he'd go on and on, mate, for 40s, wasn't it? 45 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, what, like the Friday morning one? Oh,
yeah. So it's Friday morning, innit, Brownie? And we're all in there, and we've had a few, and that couple of lads have got on to like him going, and he's in Scottish accent, time after time after time. So we've gone, listen, when he says that, you've got to walk off. So it started off as, so he'd come in and he'd go, now this winger here, he'll come inside time after time. So first couple was, wait, she got 24 lads going, same time. Then as the weeks possessed, mate, it was, he went from to he'd go time, and then it got to a point lads are bringing like coffees in and that and soup, so he'd say, listen, the keeper will take risks time after, lads are getting the things and they're going and they're slurping, people are coughing, people are, and it would just got outrageously loud.
It was to the point where you think he could flip at any point because it was that obvious.
24 lads were going, but they got longer and longer, the coughs.
That'd infuriate you, though, wouldn't it? You're trying to give us a proper team talk.
It'd infuriate Big Al.
I'm surprised he didn't flip.
Yeah, I can imagine him.
He'd have killed us. But what a top man, wasn't he?
Yeah, great guy. I mean, we used to have on Friday morning. I'd just done like 2.5 hours in car getting to Preston, and then go in and have a bit of breakfast and a cup of coffee, and then I've got to sit for 40 minutes watching fucking Ipswich.
And then you don't want to go out, do you?
Ipswich do, man. I mean, there were one. It actually were Ipswich. On about Richard Wright, the keeper, and he says, right, what he does is he goes down early.
Time after time after time.
Time after time.
And then I didn't hear the instruction because everyone was coughing.
Goes down early. So honestly, it always goes down early. So playing the game next day, and I'm through one in first 3 or 4 minutes. I've tried slotting it and he's fucking saved it, and come in at half time. What have I fucking told you? Lift it over him. And I'm like, Alan, the meeting was 40 minutes. I forgot what Richard Wright fucking does. You started with Richard Wright, mate. You've gone through the whole of the rest of the team.
That's what it was, though. Yeah. You'd start and it was every position, wasn't it?
Like
King like that.
Right back. By the time the meeting ended, mate, you're fucking shattered.
And how what do they get the rooms in there?
One of the
24 lads in there.
Simon Whaley fell asleep one time.
With a few snoozes.
Did he catch it?
I think Rob Kelly caught it. But Rob Kelly was at Blackburn and at Preston.
He was a good guy as well.
Brilliant coach and that. Yeah. But his thing was telling everybody the referee's name. So the referee's Jeff Winter. you can call him Jeff. Every week.
Big G.
Every week, kids. Sarah and Jacob.
And I remember once, this went on for weeks and weeks, and we played Blackpool away, and I noticed that he hadn't said it. So when all the lads are getting changed, I just went, what's the ref's name, Rob? And all the lads have just like... And I think he got onto it, and he looked. He wasn't angry, he was disappointed.
Yeah. That's worse.
Yeah.
You'd rather get a wrong.
What's that? Was it right?
There's only one black referee at the time, Uriah, innit? Lads, the ref's name's Uriah. we know who he is. He's the only black referee in the English Football League. We know exactly who he fucking is, bro.
Tell the story when me and you were injured at Blackburn. We played the physios, haven't we, at Poole?
It was the first game of the season. And obviously I'd been there 3 months, hadn't kicked the ball, and we had to be in on a Saturday morning. You were injured as well, obviously, weren't you?
Yeah.
And the physios were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah.
Liam McGarry and Neil Fitzhenry. And after the treatment said, come on, we'll have a game of pool. And this must have been their thing, because we played a game and they've hustled us, haven't they? It was me and him against them too. Yeah. And we beat them, so we're buzzing and chirping up and all that. He says, right, this time we'll have a forfeit. So we're like, yeah, sound. What do you want? The losers have to hug the gaffer in the changing room before the game, because the lads are at home.
Brown, you know what it was? Ours was hug the gaffer, and theirs was, because they're in the physio room, have to come in while he's doing a team talk about, come on lads, from the first whistle. From the first whistle. Two physios coming in going, come on lads, from the first whistle, then walking back out. But he's gone round, he's a belter, man.
Yeah, so obviously, because they've done us, they've absolutely battered us.
Yeah.
So bear in mind, I've been there 3 months. I haven't said boot or a goose. I'm shy. Not kicked the ball, so I was like, this is my chance to kind of make an impression with the lads. You know, like get the lads on my side.
And even more so with the boss.
No, not really, because it was
hugging.
It was probably seen as taking the piss a little bit in a way.
If nobody else hugs him, then probably yeah.
No, but I had to go. I went first, but his was. God, he did the hug, mate.
I delayed it to the point where the bell had gone for the lads to go out, so all the lads are stood up ready to go, and Boyer's come into the middle of the changing room to do one last talk, and I thought, it's now or never.
I've got to do it now.
I've got to do it.
Everyone sat down with the shinies on, ready to go.
You've already done your hug.
I've done mine. Yeah. Pathetic, really. Got away with murder. Should have had to do it again. So all the lads are sat down ready, and we're going, mate, don't kill it. Go on, mate.
So I've met him kind of in the middle, and he didn't do the traditional handshake. He went for the cool one, you know, you do when you're one of them.
What, the arm wrestle one?
Yeah. So he's given one of them and kind of turned away. And I thought, he doesn't want this. But I've made it happen. So he's turned away from us, and I've just leant my head on his shoulder like that. And he just kind of went like, because Welsh got it on camera, didn't he?
Right, they're in the middle, and all the lads are sat around ready to go out like that, like ready, and there's them two in the middle of the thing, and his head's
having
on
a
the
moment
thing like that.
I've just stretched my neck out, just sort of getting on his shoulder.
Pulled him in though from the handshake, didn't you? Like, come here, son, you're not going anywhere. And he's like, he like gave her
a
double take.
I'm on the floor.
That was it, and I was
mate, we were on the floor with the
yeah.
physios, mate.
But I'm thinking, I fucked it. I didn't kick the ball and I'm out of the club. You know, because he's going to see
It's probably been for the best. You should have got him for a bum hold.
You should have got him. Come on then, any chance of just getting me out of this club?
But I think it was Craig Short was there, and he came in Monday morning and he was buzzing, wasn't he? He found the funny side.
There was sound.
So did you know afterwards?
I never spoke to the manager about it, but Shorty knew, so I
think Shorty got onto us laughing, like, me like gave her, and I was like, like we won though, didn't we? So it was sound.
Yeah.
That's what it was. We won the game, so it was all right.
Yeah.
We can imagine
if it got beat, he could have brought it up there and then, couldn't he?
Yeah.
I've got this fucking big nosed dickhead here fucking me before the game for a bet.
One of the lads has got it on video. I'm going to try and get it.
It's a beauty. It's the way it's so soft on his shoulder. His head, it's like perfect size fit in it. His nose just curls round his neck. Doesn't it? And it's there. It's there, mate. And it's Bowyer's face there.
It was like, who is this?
Was Boyer's face on the video as well?
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, it's a classic, yeah, you need to get that.
So you're a Leeds fan,
Yeah.
playing for Leeds, obviously a bit of a loan spell out and about, but you're back, you know, at the team you supported as a kid.
Yeah.
West Ham's not out and about, is it? West
It's
Ham.
not like-
He's in
is
a
it?
Ford Puma with no sat nav. Let me tell you, that's out and about.
It's not Leeds.
Has anyone gone through Norwich to get to get to West Ham?
I'm sure. I didn't see it on internet. Colchester on way to West Ham.
Oh,
What
yeah.
am I doing?
And Sheffield United come in.
Yeah.
Did you want to go?
Obviously, all I knew was Leeds, really. And it was a time where Leeds needed money, really. And they were in the Premier League, Sheffield United, obviously a massive club as well. And I wanted to play in the Premier League. I think when you start out at that's your aim in it, is to try and play in the Premier League. And I was up for it. I wanted to go play there. Obviously was gutted to leave Leeds because there were so many memories, but it was time for me to go.
Had there been sniffs from anyone else Premier League before that?
Yeah, there was sniffs before from other clubs, and I think I left it maybe 3 months too. I should have gone at the start of the season where there was more clubs interested, you know, because I finished that with when we lost at Watford, and you know, I was the centre half that everyone wanted from that championship. Really, you know, you're young and you're doing well for Leeds. I had a lot more options as well, but Sheffield United were always stayed there with me and always wanted me. So
Was that Warnock?
yeah, I
I was
was.
going to say we've had the.
Yeah.
Is it the Magnificent Seven we're up to
It's
now?
either the Super Six or the Magnificent Seven.
What we've
In
played for him.
the managers, just
That we get the best
Steve
stories out.
Evans. We had Canio, who we'll come on to later.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Evans, Canio, Keane.
Phil Brown.
Is he one of them? Yeah, he's just a twat. Anyway, who else we got?
Fuck me. Ian Holloway.
Holloway.
So yeah, basically the managers that we get spoken about a lot.
Yeah.
But was he good for you?
He was. I think he'd always fancied me from early on. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, not the most tactical manager, but got the best out of every player, and always does well at clubs, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Successful,
And
innit?
successful manager. Always got teams promoted, and was looking forward to going there and playing.
Did he sell it to you?
I think it came to just wanting to go play in the Premier League then.
Yeah.
It was almost like, and it was local. It just worked for me, and you hear good things about it. I had a couple of mates playing there as well, and they spoke highly about the club and highly about him, so I was ready to go there. It was different, very, very, very funny.
Different in what way?
No messing with him. Do you know, he'd come on and he'd pull you to the side, and I can remember playing against Aston Villa away.
So Sheffield United are in the Premier then?
Premier
so
League, yeah.
Is it like, are you signing at the end of the transfer window? Or the
January,
transfer window?
right at the end, yeah.
The end of January transfer window?
Yeah. The time when West Ham beat Man United away, and we went down last day against Wigan.
Yeah.
Well,
Tevez and all that.
Oh,
We got done basically.
Weren't Sheffield United going to sue him or
Tried to sue him, yeah, but because they weren't. I don't know what it was. Were they even players for him? Or?
Because they were
fully
owned,
registered.
they were owned by
third
someone,
party,
weren't
yeah.
they? So they were like
Yeah, there was
getting pimped out by them, really,
yeah.
weren't they?
Yeah, so there was
Yeah.
discussions whether it was legally binding the signings.
And we were cruising, playing well and doing well. Some good players there, Jagielka, and people scoring goals. And West Ham went on the craziest run ever. I think it was like, I don't know if they won like the last 7 games, didn't they, or something? I think it was as big as that. And you're obviously thinking last game of the season, we've got Wigan at home, and they've got Man U away.
It's done.
I think it killed us in a way because we sort of thought, they'll never beat him, you know.
Yeah.
But
Did you just need to match their result? I can't remember. I know they won.
They must have had to.
They had to win, and we had to. Wigan had to beat us. A draw would have been fine for us no matter what, and they beat us 2-1.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Were you playing that game?
Yeah, I played in it. Yeah.
What were you going to say about Villa away?
Oh, Villa away. Yeah. So I'd played a few times and done well, and played against John Carew up top and away at Villa, and watched clips on him that, and he was hot and cold. When he was on, he was unplayable. He's 6'6", and I've only caught him on a day where he's, I don't know, he's had some porridge in the morning and he's at it. I don't know if he was shagging night before, but he was right at it. Mate, he absolutely bullied the life out of me. Couldn't get around him, couldn't nick it off him. Like when I was 23 then, like one of my assets was my pace. You know, if someone knocked it, it was like, mate, nice one, mate, I'll take that off you. Mate, the geezer's knocked it, and he's gone past me like I want them, mate.
A little
just
bit
everything
like,
he did.
A little bit like Brown and Ward scenario.
I'd probably say worse. I think he had 10 on. I think I had 10 on him. I just came off the bus when we got back to Bramwell Lane, and I'm walking off, and I'm like sick, like fucking hell, what's 4-0? I think it was. And I think the worst thing as a centre half is when you know you've been bullied. You can have a bad game where your passes aren't right, and you're passing it, and you make. You know, you do some daft things and people do you with skill, but the worst one for me as a centre half, and I'll probably say a lot of centre halves, is when someone comes on and say, he bullied you. It's the worst one, isn't it? As a centre half. You probably same for a striker, and you say, centre half bullied you, it kills you, doesn't it? So I'm gone, I haven't spoken on the bus, and get off. And killer. It's got me off anything.
Just Warnock?
Yeah. You won't do that again, will you? No. Tap on the back, and that was it. Do you know what I mean? Like, little thing, you won't play that again for me, will you? I was like, no. Tap on the back and you're away. That was it to say.
Sent on you away with your thoughts.
Yeah, don't. You know what I mean? He's here, not messing about. Like, play that again, I'm not going to play.
That's like a sort of a very, very mild fucking, really.
Yeah. You
know, like,
instead of him that's worse.
Instead of him shouting and raging at you, him just saying, "You're not going to do that again."
No, that's the fact that he's done it on the day after he'd known that you'll have gone home.
Yeah.
Saturday night, stew all day Sunday. Yeah. Sunday night, but the fact that he's just said to you, you can kind of walk away going, hopefully that's it now. I can put it behind us and forget about it.
Well, when I signed there, I signed from Leeds, and I had my ankle was knackered, mate. I'd gone over on it, I had a little bit of bone coming out on it, and every time I went to kick the ball, so I was about, when I signed, probably 3 weeks where I couldn't train, and I was like, it was getting worse, and he's coming in. Is he ready? Yeah. Is he ready? We need him. Like, fucking hell, you know what I mean? So I said, listen, I'm going to have to jab this. Get it all jabbed and that and jab it. So he jabbed it. But before that, obviously you go support the lads, don't you? In the changing room. So I'm sat in the changing room like this. And we've come in and I think we've lost to someone at home. Like Bramwell Lane was where we were staying up in the Premier League. And he's coming. And he's going berserk, screaming at everyone. And I'm sat in the corner like that. And you... Mate, he's pulled me out from nowhere. I hadn't even played. I sat there like a cup of tea. And I'm like... but my tea's here while he's screaming.
Little finger out.
So I'm thinking, I can't put this down here. So I'm just stood... He's screaming at me now. I've just got my tea there. We've signed you here. And you've come here injured. And he's screaming. But as he's doing it, he's taking all his gear off. And he's screaming. He's got now on. So he's screaming. He's screaming at me. And then as he goes to the showers, so everyone's sat around. As he goes to the shower, he put a towel around him. He's walking off. So as he comes out, so everyone's sat there. 2 minutes later, he comes out of the tower, screaming again. So it's like he's been in there screaming to you. Comes out, and he's like this. Yeah, you're a disgrace. This is our fortress, this. You've got people here he's not played. You're a disgrace. You've trained bad all week. Pulls his towel down, goes into his wash bag. And his wash bag is screaming, hey, I made you this here, Jags. I tell everybody in this Premier League that you could play our Sundacrem.
Oh no!
Screaming, in your disgrace, I'm not having it like this. Sundacrem on his arse. Pants on. So he's screaming at everyone while putting Sundacrem on his bum. So I'm sat there going, what's going on here?
No!
Is your tea still up there?
My tea's still there. And he's Sundacrem by screaming at everyone. He's out the door. Then he'll come in Monday, Tuesday. Lads, and then he's back to. I tell you what, he's a good manager, and everyone. You can see it though, can't you? Everywhere he's gone.
Did you ever get to the bottom of
He's keeping people in the Premier League.
Ever get to the bottom of it when he got piles or he chapped ass?
I'm thinking to myself,
You're not going to ask in that situation, are
what's he
you?
looking for here? They're singing out that one. You are an absolute disgrace. I'm not having it. Belter. I've never seen it before, so I'm sat here and the lads around the corner. So as he's walked out, I've just given it to, sure, that's a bit of banter. So I've like put my head round to say, did you see that? He does it all the time. So the lads who've been with him for, you know what I mean, know what he's like, but the lads loved him. You can see it at the card, even like, it's a classic, even at Cardiff now. You can see the boys, they love him, don't they? And he's always going to be top manager.
He looks after players as well, doesn't he?
He does.
He seems to. He takes a lot of players everywhere with him, doesn't he? And
he does.
So when you signed at Sheffield United, then when you said obviously there were Jagielka and Morgs, were you going to play instead of one of them, or were you going to play a three? Or
no, it was going to be me and Morgs, and Jags was that good. He could play right back, centre mid.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to move Jags into centre mid with his energy and that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That was what it was. I think he played right back a couple of times if he was a fast winger or whatever, or their main threat was out wide on the left, he'd put Jags out there. I mean, Jags is in different gear.
Yeah.
Me, I think, and you can still see it now. I think watch him a few times end of this season playing for Everton. I think came for the last 2 games against Arsenal. The best centre half. He didn't play all season.
How are you coming into that team first training session, 2023, are you?
Yeah.
And you've got Jagielka and Chris Morgan there. Is it a tough one? How do you go in? Do you go straight in?
But they'd just gone up, so they played against Leeds. Like Sheffield United Leeds was a massive.
But to fit into that mould.
Yeah, but they're all down to earth lads. I think football.
If lads have played in the Championship for a fair amount of years, they appreciate that if you're playing in Championship, you're at a certain level anyway.
It must be daunting, though.
You don't have to because it's the same level, because they're the same level of lads.
Yeah.
I imagine if you went from like that young kid who's just gone from Swansea now to Man U.
Yeah.
First day,
first
day he's going to be fucking shit in his pants.
Yeah. But you played against these lads.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, it's
so it's not like you're stepping up from sort of League One to the Premier League, or League Two to the Championship.
Where no one's quite who's this
kid, and then you don't feel you've got to prove yourself because you're playing the Championship for the last 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is.
And you see him knocking about in Leeds. You see him on a night out, and you speak to him, or you see him. Do you know what I mean? And I think footballers get a bad press, and when people do go into clubs, everybody tries to make them feel welcome, don't they?
Most clubs,
there's no. You know, even if it's another centre half, there's no not speaking to him sort of thing, is there? You know
have you ever seen the opposite? Have you ever seen somebody make it blatantly obvious that they're not speaking to a new signing? There's got to be someone out there that takes it that serious, that personally, that they
because they think they're going to replace them.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I don't think I mean. If a striker's come in when I've been at a club, I've always thought I'm going to play anyway.
Confidence.
You got every footballer thinks they're the best footballer in the team. Yeah. Of course they do, but you've got to. Every footballer thinks they should be playing every Saturday. At what point you won't be doing it? Yeah. Obviously.
No, I didn't. If we're being serious, I wouldn't. At Blackburn, I knew I shouldn't have played because Rudy was a lot better than I was, and Jordan's always going to play. And I knew before I signed there, though.
That's different. But you always think that you can do a good job then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you won't be playing, would you? You know what I mean? So if Rudy had not, if you were fit and flying, right, and Rudy had not scored in 4 games and had been all right, would you be knocking the manager's door down?
Yeah, and to be fair, I've said it before, you did put us in ahead of Rudy.
You did,
Sometimes, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it didn't work because after 50 minutes, if I hadn't scored, whether I was having a good game or not,
you were off.
I was off.
Yeah.
The fans would be shouting Rudy, Rudy, Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Put a bit more effort into that. Rudy.
Flag came on.
Would that be in your head at 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Only 10 go and they're going to start.
Yeah.
Tune's going to be coming out.
It's happened to me twice where I know if I've not scored by 60 minutes, I'm getting pulled off. Both at Fleetwood, both fucking Graham Alexander. 2 loan signings come in, and I know before the game starts, if I've not scored by 60 minutes, I'm off. The first game, 63 minutes, I'd not scored, I came off. The second game, 60 minutes. Second time it happened, 60 minutes, I'm off. Throwing my boots around, fucking dugout and all sorts.
Yeah.
I remember, where were we? Went off there, didn't we?
So,
Sheffield United.
Relegation.
Yeah, tough one to swallow, like, especially
in the circumstances.
Yeah, it was a bad one.
Did Warnock go straight away?
Yeah,
after the relegation.
He came in, just spoke to the lads, and just said, "I think it's time for me to move on." It was fair enough, you know what I mean. He'd done a great job there.
Why do you think that is though? Because he was so loved at Sheffield United. Obviously, you got up to Prem and you come back down, which is not a disgrace. Do you know what I mean? I wonder why he thought, I can take these lads back up.
Yeah.
Or do you think he just had enough of...
I think so. I mean, he doesn't stay at clubs too long now, does he? I don't know. It's maybe money. And you can't blame him for that, though, can you? You know, like, he's probably thinking, obviously, what he's done a good job-wise, he's probably got people sniffing around him.
Strike while the iron's hot.
You know, it's like you score in 30 goals a season, and then, but still going down thinking, oh, I'll stay here, when Arsenal are knocking on the... Do you know what I mean? It's like, where did he go? I can't remember where he went, I'll be honest with you.
QPR?
It might have been QPR, something like that. But, yeah, could be in QPR.
Is that when Robson came in then?
Then Brian Robson came in.
But just going back to Warnock, did you ever get sent off and have to write the old 2 cheques for one for the charity and one blank?
No, yeah, he's got a few of them, like, yeah. The old, if you don't want to play in reserve game.
Oh,
We've not had that one before.
No, that was before mine. I think if you didn't want to play in reserve game, you might have got a...
If you made a contribution,
bring me a 50 in, and you can have Thursday night off.
A contribution to the Neil Warnock pension fund. To be fair, you'd probably pay a lot more than 50 quid not to play in the fucking
You'd give a week's wage, wouldn't you? Some nights. In January on a Tuesday.
Playing Bury away Tuesday night.
Go have 60 minutes and keep your fitness up. You're alright, mate. How much do you want, son? Your fitness is sound, mate.
How many times does a 60 turn into fucking 90s, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody gets
like
injured.
That, at 60, it's contact with it. You haven't watched a bit of the game after 60 minutes. It's that one with the manager in it on the sideline. Am I coming off? Like,
There's some coming off.
They're not looking at you, are they? It's that on the side from them, innit? Don't look at him because he thinks he's coming off.
The subs bar goes up, you start rolling your socks.
A different number.
I'm wearing number 9, mate. Why is he putting number 7 up? That's his last fucking sub, that. We're putting someone else on, so you have to do the 90.
Didn't think we could get out with you off.
What were Brian Robson like?
Brian Robson was just a legend, really. Came in, brought like some big players to the club and that. But I think sometimes when you come down to the Premier League, everyone thinks you're going to go straight back up.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a hangover. People were moving.
To me, but
yeah.
It's not. So I never got relegated from the Premier League. You?
No, but I mean relegated in general, as in any I'm not just saying Premier League, I'm talking any league. I think people think you're going to go straight back up, don't they? Like, people get relegated from the Championship and think, oh, you go straight back up, like the big teams or what, you know what I mean?
It's a fucking tough league, innit?
Yeah,
it's a tough league to get out of.
I think
you've got to sign certain type of players, haven't you?
Yeah.
People made the mistake before of trying to sign too many flair players when they come down and play in the Championship. Yeah, no chance that's worked.
It's a tough
different
league. It's even tougher now, isn't it?
That's why Stoke struggle, because Stoke have got all these fucking international footballers who didn't want to go to Millwall on a Tuesday night. Didn't fancy it on fucking mega bucks. Everybody's saying, oh, they've got fucking, I don't even know what they'll call them, what the names are, like these big players who have come in for 15, 20 million pounds.
Probably they don't want to be there.
They don't want to be there, do they?
Let's have it right.
They've come to play in Premier League. They've been fucking dog shit. They've got relegated. And then they're like, well, I'm not going to fucking Millwall on a Tuesday and
then all they'll get a move. Whether they play or not, they're going to get a move elsewhere.
Yeah, they've still got another move in there, haven't they? Because
they've been bought for 15, 20 million quid. Yeah. So somebody's going to pay 8 million quid for them. You know what I mean? Because at one point they're a £20 million player.
Yeah.
A couple of Sheffield United fans said it was Brian Robson drunk every week.
No. I think, like you say, relegated for many. There's always a little bit of a rebuild, isn't they? And he attracted, like Gary Speed came there. Probably the best player I've played with on the pitch, personally. Like
incredible person and all.
Mate, on the pitch, honestly, Park, it was like, you know, like you want a vocal centre half talking, and you sometimes have to pull the midfield. Never had to say out to him. It was always there. He'd be in front of your striker when it was a throw in. He'd be there. It was just with leaps and bounds, mate. Pre-season, he was front of the running. Geezer's 38 years old, 39 maybe even. Just absolutely cruising. Yeah, cruising it, and brought him in. James Beattie came, so he brought loads of players in, but it just didn't work out for him. And then Blackwell came in, and we just went like that. I think everyone got the squad together then, as in, and we just, like you say, Blackwell, Warnock sort of thing. This is what you do, and that's it. And
back to basics.
Yeah, back to basics. What you probably need now and again. We'd have gone up if James Beattie hadn't left. James Beattie went to Stoke, didn't he, in January, and we got into playoffs still. But if we'd have kept him, we'd have gone up, mate. He was too good for that league.
Is that when Burnley beat you? Did Burnley beat you in the final?
1-0.
They beat us then, didn't they? Beat us in the semis.
Yeah.
Is that when the Warder gets sent off?
No, we beat you in the semis, didn't we?
Yeah. Warder gets sent off in the final.
We're little Wardy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But,
did you fall out then with Blackwell?
No.
Did you not?
No, never fallen out.
I seen something. Yeah. Did you have an ankle injury or something? And he made you stay on?
I saw an article that said that your relationship with Blackwell had never was at its lowest point. Yeah. And that was from the point, like Chris has said, that you got injured and he wouldn't let you come off.
When was this? When we were? After?
We're not sure when it was, but there was definitely an article saying that he instructed you to stay on and you were fucked. Yeah. So I think you've just said, no, I'm coming off. Yeah. And I don't know if he's come out in the press after and said that you've fucked it, basically. And I don't think but this article was shy because it was like the chances are that he's not going to be playing next week. So it must have been a slow news day or something, because it was a non-story really.
So there was no fallings out?
Nothing like that. No, I think
he was saying you're a right wanker all over papers.
No, there was nothing like that. That's what I mean. When you can't listen to. Yeah. I'd have played like, can't have been too bad because I played every game. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like I speak. It's just, but no, he was one of them where you knew not to mess about, like, or whatever. But I had a good relationship with him, really. No, there was nothing. I know he gets a bad press on here, but.
On here?
He does, doesn't he?
On this platform.
Is that quite a bit? So how much did Beattie go to Stoke for then?
I think Beats went for 3 million to Stoke.
So do you think
Stoke up?
So do you think
in the Premier League, didn't he? He scored loads of goals for him, kept him up.
Did Sheffield United need to sell him for 3 million quid then, do you think?
No, they shouldn't have. Now, how much do you get to go up in the Premier League? 30?
Yeah.
Who did they have
to replace him?
Darius Henderson. It was good.
More of that type of player.
But hold the ball up and that. But Beats would score free kicks from 30 yards out.
Yeah.
He'd score a volley from 20 yards out. Beats was Darius, but could score 10 more goals with him in. Do you know what I mean?
Henderson was more aggressive when he
Henderson was great for us who
against.
came in, but he didn't score like Beats did. Beats would put the ball down. You can watch Beats in training, right, and think, have you won a radio competition to come train with us for the day? Because you're terrible.
Shy.
Do you know what I mean? It's like he's just come off, he's rang in and said the answer's orange. Come train with us. You've won a trip to Samuel Lane.
What's
You're
the
training
question?
with us.
What's the question? What's your favourite fruit?
What colour's that lasagna?
And it was, do you know what I mean? And
I tell you something I thought a bit like little Billy Sharp.
well, Billy was there.
Billy
Didn't
was
play.
fucking awkward, like in training, awkward. Looked to him, clumbersome, couldn't run and everything, and then
He is though.
he scores fucking 30 goals a year.
Billy hasn't got a trick. He hasn't done a step over since he was about 6 years old.
What a school
But
of
I tell you
excellence.
what, if you put the balls in for him, he will score for fun. For fun.
It's just a
He's getting
knack,
better.
innit?
He's
Yeah.
getting
Yeah,
better.
he
He's
is.
getting older. He's getting better and better.
His hold-up player's getting better.
Yeah.
His all-round
And he's
game's got
strong. He, not I mean, 2 inches taller, like, you know, he'd be a dwarf, wouldn't he? But what is he? He's 5 foot. But I tell you, you can't knock him off it, can you?
He's 5 foot.
If you're listening, Bill, we're sorry.
Nah, I love Billy.
We didn't follow him, but did you turn down your contract at Sheffield United?
No, because that must have been the time where we were going well to go into the playoffs. It must have been. So I don't know really what that is.
So did you get offered another contract?
Okay, where are we now? I can't remember. Do you know what I mean? So I'd have been there. And
Beat was in that playoff semi, by the way.
So semi. So we went to the. It might have been. Do you know when it'll have been? It'll have been after the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's maybe where I fell out. Where I wanted to go. Then.
So
Because
was
of
your
the
contract over then?
I think I had another year, but then I had another opportunity of playing in the Premier League again, where it didn't go too well last time. You know, with Sheffield. You know what I mean? To go back up, and then I had other teams wanting me then because I'd done well again in the season. So that's why I went to Sunderland then. So that might have been the time when we fell out. But there was nothing, like if you walked in here, there was no shouting at each other and that. There was nothing, it was a mine then.
Basically, he wanted you to stay and you had that opportunity in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think, but he left then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So...
Did he leave by getting sacked, or did he... He can't have gone anywhere bigger than Sheffield, can he?
No.
That's got to be the biggest job
I
he's
think
had,
he
innit?
got sacked, but I think he might have said something and don't know if he was trying to... I don't know what it was.
I think he struggled the year after.
They did. When I went, they struggled. Not just saying it was me. Here's a tap there.
Self-praise.
Tap there, mate. I won't mention Bradford letting me go and going down, but we'll leave that one for another half an hour. Yeah.
Was it Brucey? Brucey signed you?
Stevie.
What, Forsyth or Steve?
Good game, lower than a 6. No, yeah, he signed me.
So did you have to kick off at all then to get out of Sheffield?
Not really, no.
Did you have it in your locker?
As in what, kicking off?
Yeah, as in kicking cones and kicking
No,
footballs and all that.
I'm not like that. Nah, not all. Just a chat, and I think again, obviously not going up. It's just all money wise, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
they might
it's
have
like
needed a bit of
we've
cash.
got other people wanting you. I think it was Everton were interested. But what it was, though, mate, I did it again. I stayed till January.
Right.
And didn't play as well then till January because my head's gone. I should have gone. So at the end of the season, there was Everton, Newcastle, Sunderland. And I stayed. Was playing all right, not great. Let myself down a bit, as in, because, you know, my head's up my arse a little bit, not performing. And then by the end of the thing, you have 3 teams wanting you to 1.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? It's
not in a stronger position than I
you know, and then Steve Bruce comes in, I'm thinking centre half, this is perfect for me. He can teach me, take me to that next level. And again, I played I think I played about 3. I came in, I played 3 games because there was no centre halves. Basically, they were all injured. Johnny Mensah, Turner. Who else was there then? And another I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
And lost the first game 2-0 at Everton away. Then next 2 games at home home drew 0-0 with Stoke. Then we went away to Portsmouth, drew 1-0. Played really well in both games. Dropped, gone. I think to myself, that's harsh.
Was he type to pull you or not?
No, I just knew. Do you know when you know?
Yeah.
I thought it. And Sunderland had the money then. They were throwing it. I was thinking, he's just got me in here, as in how many to look after while they're injured.
Yeah.
And end of the season came, on the bench, played away at Hull, played a few games, man of the match, played well.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, pre-season, next season, you're not going to be involved much with me this year.
So you've only been there since January?
Since January.
And how much has it paid for you?
3 mil.
Wow.
3.5. Well, it's probably about 12 now.
All right, fucking hell.
I'm saying.
Going into the current exchange rates and the inflation in Premier League football.
What's the shirt? It's a receipt.
Fucking hell, you ought to be a bank manager. You're going to start building houses, you fucking hell. So they paid 3.5 mil for you in January.
Yeah.
And then the following pre-season, Bruce has said you're not for me.
Called me and said, I don't think you're going to play. But what my biggest mistake was, I thought, all right then, I'll go here, I'll go there. Fuck it, where I should have got my head down.
Yeah.
He could have been testing me. But when you think you're the man, when you're younger or whatever, oh, it's all right then, I'll go here. I should have just thought, do you know what? I can get in this team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And just, it never worked out with me and Bruce.
Were you disappointed?
Yeah, good.
Like,
I
but you thought you were going to get a mentor as a top
Yeah.
central defender,
Yeah.
and you didn't get that.
Yeah, but then you're going up in levels of who you're competing against as well. You know, you're competing against Johnny Mensah, who was there. Turner was on good form then.
Yeah.
And then Wes Brown came, John O'Shea came. You know, you're not knocking out competing against divvies. Do you know what I mean? Where you're thinking...
You're going to say a name then, weren't you?
You're not competing against Browns and Parkins, are you?
Yeah. But I knew, and he made me go train with reserves. So I trained with reserves.
So is it even Bruce, even Steve Bruce is
It
one of them.
happens everywhere, yeah, of course it does. But what can you do, moan or what? So I went and trained with reserves, and the reserves manager, great me, Clements now, he was I think he goes with Brucey to Hull and that. Clements,
Stephen
Clements, player, good lad. I just thought to myself, you know what, I'll keep myself fit and I'll train as hard as I can, because you know football, you don't know what's going to happen.
Even if you get a low move,
of course you do.
Need to be.
And it went on and on and on and on, and I'm thinking,
so how long did you sign?
3.5 years.
So you've got 3 years.
Yeah.
After this, so you've still got 3 years.
Yeah.
Man.
So I thought to myself, right, I said, I can't. But I started getting to the thing of training reserves, weekends off. Coming to training reserves, play one game, I'm thinking, this ain't bad, this getting paid good though. Go on now, quickly. No,
just for them all listening on the radio, a little tap on his own back again there.
No, but I'm saying, but then I thought, no, sort yourself out, like you're 26, 27. So I went and pulled Brucey.
Weekends off, man. They're fucking sensational.
No, I'll tell you what, man.
How were you spending them?
Tell you what, Maga loves different in December. So I one day I was doing some weights and Steve Bruce came down the corridor. I thought, I've had enough of this. I said, Gaffer, if you want me out of this club, I need to be training with the first team. I said, because the reserves is too easy. I'm not pushing myself. I need to be playing against, you know, you Welbeck's was on loan then. You've got Darren Benton there. I need to be playing against them. Get my shot and I'll go somewhere. But here, I'm cruising about, as in, just, you know, and just doing it. Yeah, no problem. So I went there, trained with them. lads are like, fucking hell, killer. Like, what you been? I was like, no, it's deep. Next thing you know, Bruce got sacked. So I've trained with the first team for a week, 2 weeks. Martin O'Neill's come in. So I think to myself, so they're all going out to try and fuck this, I'm just going out with them, the first team. So went out with the first team, started training, but next thing you know, I'm playing. Straight into the team. Martin O'Neill's like, fucking hell, he's looking. Right, I'm putting in. Next thing you know, you bring it.
So you're pairing up with
the first team.
Martin. I've got a night out Friday, Martin.
I was like,
is there any chance I can play the Saturday after?
Going skiing Friday, Martin. Can we cancel Chelsea away till next week? And I was in, mate.
Are you with John O'Shea?
Played with John O'Shea, Carlos Quella, Turner. It was mental. Do you know what I mean with footy? There's so many. You never know. He got sacked.
If you hadn't said something...
And if I hadn't said something 2 weeks before of like, I'd just been with the reserve still.
Yeah, not even...
He come in, a fresh mind, trained. I thought, I'll have a pop at this. Like, I felt good, I was fit. And, you know, this is the team. And I'll tell you where it was. I came on against Man City at home. Wes Brown and John O'Shea started. Wes comes off after 20 minutes. Mate, I haven't kicked a ball for Sunderland for 18 months, mate. I'm on the bench. You're on. Came on. Beat Man City at home 1-0.
Yeah, I remember
Played the rest of the season.
So you stuck it out for a while then, eh?
Yeah.
You stuck it out for...
Well, that's... What, do you know what I mean? You just got to do... And it was hard, mate. And listen, my biggest move and... my most money I've been on at that time was my worst time in my career, mate.
Yeah.
And I'm on making money was going to be, you know, what you dream of. But I was horrible at home, not playing my game, what I love. Yeah. You know, not playing, not getting that buzz of before a game, the nerves, not getting after it when you've won or whatever. I was just strolling about like a div, going into train, going home. You think, first month of it, 2 weeks, it's great, weekends off. After a while, you're like, what am I doing?
So do you know when people are saying that, you know, all the media get older players who think that they're not bothered, do you think it's more common that they are bothered, like you've just said there? Do you think, I think a lot of lads would rather be playing a lot of the time. Take less money. Take a little bit less money, but be playing
all day long.
Because I know what you know. That depends what your less money is, though.
Yeah, but the thing is now, Packy, the wages now, mate, are 50 grand a week, right? Say a Premier League team, or you could go to a Championship team for 40.
Fair enough. That's
you're not going to miss 10 a week.
Yeah,
are you?
I totally get that. But
you're playing.
I'm saying the difference between we're talking if you're going down to League 2. Your difference between £1,200 and £800 a week at League 2 level, so you're getting a third less.
Yeah,
that is that's £1,600 a month.
Definitely.
Yeah.
After tax, that is your mortgage and your car paid at that level. So you're saying you'd rather play for less money. It's obviously it's relative to the levels you're at.
Yeah,
same as you said. So same as you said. You know, like you're talking. If someone's on 100 grand a week, and then they sign a contract for 150 grand a week. What more can you do with that extra 50 grand a week? Really? You can't do any more with it, can you?
No,
it's not that. But if you get a move from £1,000 a week to £4,000 a week, then that is life changing.
Makes a big difference to your lifestyle.
Your life changing, because on £4 grand a week you can start making provisions for the rest of your life then.
Yeah.
Whereas from 100 grand to 150 or 150 to 250, it's fuck all. It's bollocks, really.
So you know, people say he's happy picking up his wages, right?
I don't think anyone is. Do you?
I'm going to ask you about Rodwell, probably the most hated player in Sunderland's history.
Yeah.
What was he like? You know, like day to day when you're saying you were.
Yeah, I wasn't there with him.
Oh, so, right.
No, I wasn't there.
I'll move on then.
I wasn't there. But
I'll talk about Rodwell. The club has given him his contract.
Yeah. And was he on good dough there?
He was on massive money, and the fans were caning, the press were caning him, but I know a couple of lads that were there with him, and he was lower than a snake's belly because he was injured all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think that. I think lads hate it. you're obviously going to get one or two.
Yeah,
who are happy.
everyone wants to play. Of course
Everyone wants to play, surely, eh?
Maybe not fucking Plymouth away Tuesday night. you don't mind missing that.
They call that the Plymouth hamstring, don't they? You've had a few Plymouths and a few Norwich hamstrings. Norwich calf and a Plymouth hamstring.
What happened with...
I think it's relative.
Yeah. What happened with the... No, I'm jumping ahead. I was on about... Because he wasn't your manager, O'Neill. It was the casino I was going to ask you about, but we'll come on.
Yeah.
So you're in the team, you're playing.
From nowhere.
From nowhere. O'Shea's your partner.
Yeah.
You're now, just watch your back now. This Rabona kick, sit it and don't pay it too much.
No.
That it's a superb bit of skill, that there. A few people have brought it up. I watched
seen
the video. Oh, it's remarkable.
What's a Rabona?
It's that one, isn't it? The old.
Oh, right. That one where you kick your own Achilles?
Yeah. Put yourself out for 6 months.
When you got bruise in the back of your ankle. I've never tried one.
Remarkable. Where did that come from?
I think we might have been 3-1 up.
Yeah.
3-1 up away at Man City. And I think everything came out, having a beast there, not playing, to fucking hell. You still sort of, I'm here. Do you know what I mean? So, I think the corner or something, everyone's up. And the ball, I think I've run front stick and ball's getting out and it's come back out to me. And company's next to me, I just said, if you don't mind, son, can you just stay over there? Give him the old steel arm. Give him the steel arm, the old turnstile. And just turned on it. It's on me swinger, innit? And I'm thinking...
We're winning 3-1, but
I'm winning 3-1.
I'm still not going to risk it on my swinger.
Yeah, never. Either put it out for a throw-in and get back. So, mate, from nowhere, I didn't even think about it. It was do you know what I mean? Mate, I've crossed the ball in on Rabona, mate.
Centre-back.
I know, like, it's going on Bentner's head. But, Joe, I think someone gets back in.
Yeah, just knocked it out.
Mate, I've ran back, right?
Feeling like Pele?
And I have had, I would probably say, Joe Hart's gone, Killer, stop taking the piss. Catamole's in tears, crying. Bardo didn't talk to me for about 3 days, mate. Honestly, you're running back, and I'm smiling, thinking, I've cracked it here. Katz is on the floor, he's gone. What are you doing? Bardo just wouldn't look at me to like say, don't ever do that again. He must have been the worst looking Rabona ever. Got absolutely battered on it. Got soccer AM though.
It did. Did you come off that game then? And then
so we were 3-1 up, and then I hadn't played all the games and that. I kept about 88th minute, gone up for a header corner, flicked it out, cramping both calves, mate.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Mate, worst ever. I thought, like, obviously, sniper, top stadium, West Stand. Couldn't get back up, mate. Couldn't get back up. Had to come off. End up drawing 3-3.
That deserves another pat on the back if that's me.
Fucking calves.
No, but it was good, mate. It was good. It was hard there, but real good fans, good people up there.
Yeah.
You know, and still have a good crack with them on the Twitter, all the fans and that. They love it.
What was he like, Gian? Because you were there.
Samoa.
Yeah.
Just
he cashed it,
life
didn't
and
he?
stole. Yeah, just very, very good goal scorer.
Because he was one of the first big names to go to China.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he was out the door.
Yeah.
He just gave you the wink to say, I'm away. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting absolutely weighed in.
Yeah.
Like, scary.
Yeah.
Same again.
See you later.
What were he on at Sunderland? I'm fucking 50s at Sunderland, I would have thought, would he?
Back then, you're looking 10 years ago now.
Well, yeah.
And where did he come from?
He had a good World Cup, didn't he?
Yeah. Obviously, it's not rubbish money, is it? But when someone started putting your tax-free $2 million a year in your bank, tax-free, take
Gets
it
us
up.
up. Benitez has been sucked in, hasn't he?
Mate, do you know what I've heard he's on? 12 million a year tax-free, I've heard.
Well, not bad,
No
you
wonder he's away. 12 million a year.
Fucking hell, can you imagine all of this Chinese food as well?
He's going to balloon, isn't he?
Oh, right. That fucking goat.
He's going to balloon.
That go to beer's going to take some stretching, isn't it?
You'd be like a bloody Zeppelin.
Mate, I went to do obviously setting up things for when you finish football, like trying different stuff and that, and talking to people. I went to do like with Bryn Law to do like when they go back to the studio, like the Soccer Saturday, but it was on a Tuesday night. I went to do it was Newcastle v Burton Albion when Newcastle went up. So I was doing all then listening back into thing, listening how he does it and everything. And then he goes into the interview after. And no lie, mate, Rafael Benitez, I thought it was a penguin out of Batman. I'm looking round for Batman and Robin to run in after him and get him in an headlock and take him out. Mate, he's about that big. And I couldn't believe it. Little goatee, tiny, little tubby. Like,
round he is.
No lie, his blazer was there.
Too big
He went to shake the geezer's hand and he just went... I was like, oh my God, you sort your blazer out in your trousers. They were
Slide out, Rafa.
Do you know when it just hits there? And there's a bit of mud from where he's been stood on the sideline.
I'm sure you'll be able to get a nice suit tailored in.
All those tailing him out in China.
So Martin O'Neill, obviously, his tenure comes to an end, and somebody else we've heard about.
Were you struggling, like, when Martin O'Neill got out, were you struggling, or...?
We were
or
near
just
the
not
bottom.
Doing as well as expected?
Yeah, we did well with Martin O'Neill. I think we finished 11th or something, 10th. And then the next season didn't start too well. And we were near the bottom. And he came in and he kept us up, to be fair to him, kept us up.
Paolo,
Paolo,
and I did Canio.
what was that first?
Paolo Di Wankio, that's what I fucking refer to him as.
Well, I'll tell you a story, right? We'd played Fulham away, I think it was, and we'd lost 2-1, and we went out. No, we never. That's a complete lie. We lost at home to someone, and it was Stephen Fletcher's birthday in Scotland. So we played and we got a car for his birthday. About 8
Got
of
what
us.
for his birthday?
A car. We got a car up to
Right.
Scotland.
It was a cow.
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of
Up
party
to
is this?
up to Scotland. Been planned for 2-3 months. Like, he went off the cuff, and we went up to Scotland, and we're out on for his birthday Saturday. Sunday session, back on Monday.
Had you got Monday off, or...?
Monday off, yeah. So we're out, and Sunday day about 2:00, O'Neill sacked. So we're like, what? What's going on here? Like, didn't expect it, do you know what I mean? Out the blue sort of thing.
Yeah, one of them that you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you know the right.
You feel it's coming, you sniff. And if we'd have sniffed it, we wouldn't have gone. You wouldn't go because you'd be like, listen, lads.
Or you come back on the Sunday morning.
Or you come back on the Sunday. And so we're in Scotland, in Edinburgh, I think it was. Edinburgh, Glasgow, one or the other. And we're like, fucking, you're in Monday morning. The Canio's in. So we're like, oh my God. So me...
Had you heard about him from... Had you been at Swindon?
Yeah.
So you'd
heard about him, we're like, wow. So you got me, Danny Graham, Adam Johnson, Fletch. I don't know if Fletch stayed there, and I just went home, spent a bit of time with his missus, whatever, or his family, then came back Monday morning early. So you go from piss as a fart, don't you, to sober up. Oh, fucking hell, that's like... So get on the train.
Sunday night?
No, Sunday, 2:00, 3:00,
Right.
we get the text. So I'm like, lads, we need to get back. Let's get back to Newcastle now. Get an hotel room and get up for training like I've heard about him.
Best we
We're
can.
going to be in. Let's do it right. Right, no problem. So we got on the train, sit there. And I'm like, lads, I'm going to sit down here. So I've moved down about 4 chairs from Adam Johnson and Danny Graham, thinking, getting my head down. 2 Heinekens, please. I'm laid down, pop my head up like that. I'm like, 2 Heinekens, they're drinking. I'm like, lads, I said, what are you doing? I will have a few and then call it a day. Just sobers up and have a chat about it. And every time the woman's coming back, she's doing doggies, mate. The woman on the tried doing doggies up and down with them. Heinekens. Get that back. I'm like, right, lads, I've booked in, so I'm on my phone booking a hotel. So I'm in the Hilton, lads. So what are you doing? Yeah, we'll just go back to Danny's house. It's fine, Wynyard, no problem. So we get into training. I walk in. Danny Graham, Adam Johnson, like that. I've gone, lads, you didn't go home, did you? They're like, no, did we? Fuck. We never go home. We booked a 2-day session and we're having it. So I'm like, well, all right then. So we've got a meeting in remember Sunday used to have like an AstroTurf bit where you could play like 2-touch. So you get it boiling hot, it is in there, and so sat on the bench, like on these little, the benches at school, like in PE. So we're all sat on that, the whole squad, mate. And the Canio's on one. And I need this, I need that, and he said we're in there for 45, 50 minutes, and he's going off. I look down the line, Jono's like that. He's fast asleep. The Canio goes, Adam. Yeah. He's gone, yeah. Can't even ask him a question. Not said a word to him. Just said his name. He's gone, yeah. Well, that's it then. And it's all that in it on the bench. And he's,
lads are laughing.
Oh, gone. Everyone's gone. It's just all filled out, one gone. And it passes on to the next, done it, and the next. And he's telling the Italians are like this. Mate, he's here. And from that day on to the end of the season, I'd probably say it was 8 weeks, not 1 day off.
Do your maths. Does that beat the 67?
No, that's 50. 8.
Not 1 day off, mate.
Because we had Tommy Miller on, who had him at Swindon. 67 days on the clock.
76. But 76?
I would say between 6 and 8 no day off to the end of the season, let's put it that way.
57, is it?
You can Google it and see when he came in, not 1 day off. Mate, we went on a great run. I think we beat Everton at home or away. I think it was at home. Beat Newcastle 3-0.
Yeah.
That was his first game, wasn't it?
No, his first game was Chelsea away. Chelsea away. We lost 2-1.
You score an own goal?
Yeah, I scored an own goal. no, but did you see what? Have you seen it?
Don't pass it on the back.
Fucking pat on the back now.
It's more chest, isn't it? But it's a counter. So we're attacking the thing 1-1. We've gone up for the set piece. They've broke. I'm sprinting back, mate. Sprint. We're all sprinting back, and the geezer's shot hit off Miguel in goal because I'm running so fast. Hit off him onto me into the thing. You need to expect he's going to hit you. I'm like, mate, I'm absolutely sprinting back. I was just like, right. So from then on, it was just like, if he'd have calmed down, I would say 60% on the thing, he'd been a top manager.
Yeah.
On the what? On
the everything.
He's
on
just
the
under
booting projectors in meetings.
Booting them?
Mate, put one in the top corner one. Mate, the geezers, he's like in the meetings, no. Projectors across the thing. And he's got all these little pals picking it up for him and, all little suck asses. But as in shape, we were solid. When he came in, we'd do hour on shape. The ball is here. where should you be? So we're all running across here. And then he's sprinting off again. The ball is over here. Where should you be?
It's like a Benny Hill sketch.
No, the ball is here. Mate, you've got John O'Shea. They're all won the Premier League, mate. You've got top players there. Running after him. Going up to the ball, like on the fast feet, going, the ball is over here. Mate, lads are sprinting everywhere. Lads were knackered. But for 8 weeks, it's probably someone who you need. You can't do it for a season. It's not possible.
So what are the lads saying when it's? We spoke to Tommy Miller about it. What are you saying? Like when it gets to Tuesday and he's saying normal time tomorrow. Are you not thinking nobody's going to see him and said, look,
anybody kicking off?
Well, they did, didn't they?
In the end, wasn't it?
But I went to Blackburn after that, and I'd probably say it was 2 months in, and I think a few of the lads went up and went, it's not possible to do. We can't work with this guy.
Who did they go to the chairman, or was it like the?
But he must have.
It could have been someone high up where it was like.
So who went?
But I think he'd started to pass it on to everyone. Everybody, even in the offices that worked there, were feeling it. Do you know what I mean?
But
I'm not typing fast enough. You know what I mean? My coffee not fast enough.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It
sounds
was
like a dick.
But he must have had days off as a player.
But apparently he went in, didn't he?
Oh, well.
I don't know. But mate, he's going on about you carry yourself like this. You are a football. And geezer's karate kicking people and pushing referees over when he played and getting suspended and sitting on the pitch saying I don't want to play. Take me off. Do you know what I mean? That was the thing I think that got everyone's back up of like.
So who's instigating the revolt?
I wasn't there then.
Right.
So we stayed up, and that was it. That was me done there. Obviously with the casino thing as well. What was completely outrageous, really. Me and Bardo went out for a night. I think we'd beaten.
So were the lads still, like obviously the lads are in for that 8 weeks. Are the lads still going out and just coming in rough the next day?
No, it
everyone
all
just
calmed
sort of,
down a bit.
Everyone just fucking.
It wasn't possible. The two hardest days of our week were Monday, Tuesday. So you play a Saturday, in Sunday for a cool down, as in do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like you do. Lads who haven't played would train. Then Monday, mate, where normally is second day recovery, you were running. Your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were your hardest days, and then Thursday, Friday was your shape, where you hardly did anything. Lads are sprinting round pitches on Monday, mate, doing 400 metre runs.
So that's
like, it was like, if you needed someone to keep you up, that's what you needed, but you can't maintain it, man. Yeah. And after a while, it's like, wow. Like, you brought in like a fitness coach. Like, you go into the gym, you had to go stretch in the gym after training every day. You go in there, you start doing press-ups, you come over and say, you are not doing press-ups properly. I'm like, mate, I'm 30 years old, mate. I know how to bang a few press-ups out, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? And he's talking to you, going, you need to go down and up. And I'm just thinking, oh, no. I want to punch this. Do you know, it's just...
football fans, by the way, if they're thinking, well, why should lads not be fucking chasing about on a Monday? On a Monday, you're still fucked from the Saturday.
Of course you are. You're playing the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's a hard game.
So when football fans might say, well, you've only played Saturday, you've
only ran around for an hour and a half.
Yeah, when football fans
that's what I'm saying. You've only ran around.
The older I got, the worse. I used to feel worse on a Monday than what I did on a Sunday.
Second day.
So with all this sports science that's coming, your Monday's sort of a easier day or a warm down day.
You hardly the thing is the games now, isn't it?
Yeah.
The training is geared up right, and how fresh you can be to play Saturday. This was just bang.
So was there anybody then while you were there just saying this is fucking ridiculous?
Everybody,
they were flying though.
But at the time we were winning, and it's all right, isn't it? We were winning, and we knew we had to get our heads down. But
still, even if you're winning, and like you said, you're coming in on Monday, you're running.
Still people going, we're in tomorrow. We were safe. Well, you're in tomorrow. There was no, like, I lived in Harrogate and travelling to Sunderland. I never went home because we were in every day. And it was the old, there was no train and get off. We eat together 2 o'clock.
Oh, no.
2 o'clock? It's 12:30. Like, even the chefs were like, what's going on? And then they had to go get the food first.
The staff
We
did.
had to all sit. And then he'd go. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking to myself, I've got 2 kids, man.
Grown men,
Guys
professional footballers.
treating me like I'm some sort of...
Premier League footballers as well.
But you got John O'Shea, Wes Brown. Geezer's won 6 Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues. And he's treating him like... And they're just like... And I think that was the next season. Don't want to say it was them, but I think it was... This is outrageous.
Yeah.
So he's obviously done that at the start of next season. He's probably
they
all
started
day
it
pre-season.
again, yeah.
So were you not-
the
so-
pre-season was supposed to be a joke, mate. He went to, apparently this is what it was. So he goes, you work hard for a week, we treat you. The staff, we treat you. We go out, look after you. So lads are like, lads, we're out here. I think they went to Italy.
We're getting a night out.
We are out. Get your shirt ironed for Saturday. Boom, boom, boom.
Get them
your
dancing
shirt
shoes
on.
out.
Get your dancing shoes on. They were trained. Gone out. You know what he got them? An ice cream. An ice cream. That's like that. Put the nuts off. Shirts on. $1 million. Sat there going.
Were they allowed to flake?
With a rum and raisin. No flake and no sauce on. You allowed a rum and raisin. And that was it. Can you imagine? Lads are ready to go like the towel and a few scoops. You pick your ice cream. Lads are like that.
They thought, come on, boys, we're going for a few scoops.
How you done there? So, God. If he'd have been the manager for the whole season, would they not have had a day off for the whole season, you know what I think?
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to put it past him. I wouldn't want to put it past him. They'd have to.
See, that is fucking... I hope he never gets another fucking job.
He won't.
mate.
He won't.
No,
no one
will
will touch him.
Fuck me.
I think he was even worse though at... Where was he before? Swindon. Where obviously he knew he was a top dog.
Yeah.
There was no one who's played as high as he. Apparently he was a disgrace to him, wasn't he?
Yeah, so Tommy was saying. But Tommy liked him.
But this is what I'm saying. If he dropped it down 50%, 60%, and gave a few days off, all his stuff as in the shape and everything,
Yeah, he said he was training
I can't
good.
fault it. And I enjoyed, and I thought you go out there thinking, well, I know what he wants us to do. This is where you want to be. He wants you over covering all the time. Do you know, like little things? I thought he's decent. You know, he could have been a good manager, but too intense.
To the extreme.
Too fucking. He's on the edge of like knocking someone's head off.
Was it the Canio in charge when there was the casino incident?
He was, yeah. Strange one, really. Like, obviously, he was safe.
Was it all in the national? Was it national press?
Yeah, I think
right,
so.
fucking
Yeah,
hell,
yeah.
right,
It was
right.
about like, and it was hard to take really because obviously we stayed up and had great results when you'd come in and everything, and we all said, let's go out. Nothing too mad. It was steady away.
We've got running in the morning.
Oh yeah, got 400s in the morning, so we
You
went
wanna-
out and
you gotta celebrate,
went
haven't
out
you?
for a meal. And for a tappanyaki, I think it was, and I was staying at Bardo's house and we decided to go to casino.
See, do you
Had
know,
a few
like,
pints.
Do you know when you've gone up, do you all just think to yourselves, right lads, let's just go out and get twatted. If nobody turns in tomorrow, he can't sack us up.
What would he do? What would he do if
All stay
nobody
together.
turned in?
Eggy
mate?
Boff.
Yeah.
First one to go in.
Lads, we're all staying out. No one's coming in tomorrow. Anybody comes in, nobody never gets spoke to again.
I know, yeah.
Well, he can't sack you all, can he?
Nah, not all, but it was lads are buzzing. You know what I mean? Another year in the Premier League and great for the fans, and you know, just on a high. And lads were had a good scoop, but sensible with it because we knew we were in. I was saying at Bardo's, On the way back, let's go casino. So I went to the casino. I'm very limited in the casino. I know my blackjacks, twisters. You know what I mean?
Twist.
Yeah.
Snap.
I asked if Snap was on. They said no. But it's one of them.
Oh, you're hungry? Why would you be hungry after your tapping?
So we went in there. Bardo's on roulette. Brilliant at it. Bang, bang, bang. He's got it. He's got a system to it. And it's blasted in maybe 2 or 3 times. Massive win, Bardo keep going. He'll keep going. It's about we're away, mate. You've got, I'd say 10 to 12 grand. You're
He's
away.
up.
Come on, yeah, he's up, mate. He's flying. So we got to cash it in and that, and we're buzzing. Like,
Did they give it cash? They're not just saying you'll write you a cheque or.
No, cash. It was. Cash, full cash, and I don't care what it is. You can be out there having a putting competition or playing golf, and you win a $5 off your pal. What do you do? It's one of them, innit?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We're at a golf club. We're at a golf club, by the way.
It's a tenner, innit? You know, you celebrate it. It's between me and you. The place was dead. There was no one in there. I think it was a Tuesday night. Place is dead. I said to him, get on the floor there and let me put these 20, like someone who's been murdered and they've got they'll chalk crowd.
street.
You know, one of them ones there.
Like Ghost, isn't it? It's not Ghost, it's on.
Yeah. So I said, get down there, between me and him, bang, bang. And I put it round him and that, took a picture, thing. And someone from the other side of the casino was zoomed right in. Must have been 2-3 people in there, max. No lie, kids like, taking a picture of it, and it's got back to him.
So
And then
they
next-
sent
it into Sunderland, yeah.
They must have sent it straight to the club,
Yeah,
didn't
they did. They sent it
Because
straight
it's
to the
time
club.
frame.
But it must have gone. They must have sent it to papers as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
yeah, it
getting
was
weird in
everywhere.
for it.
Oh, after, but I'm on about for like next day. If you got involved the next day, he must have sent it to someone at the
Oh
club.
yeah, it was
or-
straight in, mate.
Yeah.
It was straight in. And he said, you get up for training.
So it's not even like you took a picture and then put it on social media. Like,
Never ever do that.
okay.
It's between your pals,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's nothing.
So you're not giving the old Billy Big one. Look at what we've won on
No,
Twitter. or-
mate, not at all. Wouldn't dream of doing something like that. I'd, do you know what I mean? I'd punch my own head in if I did something like that. And we get in there. Obviously, we've had a few pints, but nothing where we knew we had training. It wasn't like we're out on your shots and your champagne and it's a, you know what I mean? So we get in. I was in the gym on the bike, doing something, and one of his little geezers comes up to me. The gaffer wants to see you, so he pulls me into like a changing room, and he's got his 2 other little mates with him, and he's come right up to me. You think you're some sort of gangster? I was like, what? And you know, you think, what's going on about?
Yeah.
You think you're some gangster? I seen the picture with you with £20 notes. I was like, all right, yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, it was a bit of crack. Like, we just
Does he
set
ask
up
for
in
an
the
explanation?
No, I didn't say a word to him because I know he's this from kicking off. Like,
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to have another year there at Sunderland. I knew, like, say nothing, don't get bad mouth
If
to
you're not
anyone
getting- if
else,
you're not
keep
getting
your
any
head down.
days off, aye.
Exactly.
So it wasn't as much that you were out, it was the...
Yeah, it was that. Yeah,
it was the fact that you were out, not the fact you put the money around.
Yeah, that was exactly it.
Jesus.
And it was, you don't train with us no more. There's probably 10 days of season left, probably one more game. We train, you come in when we train, wait, and then you run. I said, no problem. Okay, if you want it to be like that. No, I said, if you want it to be like that, you have it like that. But you've got to read some people, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? What am I going to do? Start kicking off and Bardo did exactly the same. So as I've come out, Bardo's going there. I just said to him, get ready, mate. So I know what Bardo's like. And Bardo went in, said the same to him, went, okay. Like, what were we going to say? No. We train, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was almost like do you know what? I've had enough of you anyway.
Yeah. Do you think
I've
it was a
had
bit of
enough of you.
relief?
Do you know what? I want to do some running on my own, mate.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of you going, and the ball is over here. I can't start sprinting round anymore. Do you know what I mean? And then from then, 2 good characters in the change room, 2 good lads who got on everyone, sort of put a sour note on everything. I think it carried on.
Like.
Yeah. And that's the way it is.
You're just running all day.
We ran
Well,
after they
training
trained,
session.
so they'd come in.
You have
We'd
to be at the
wait.
same time then and just wait.
Yeah.
See, I'm phoning in sick.
10 days.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 day shits.
I've got sick. I go to my own doctor. I'll get a sick note. I'm off.
Yeah.
I've got an ear infection. That's the way I'd go. Blood play that.
But it's just like, it was different for me because I
Shaking your
knew.
head out.
I'm just at the story.
But I knew I was done there at Sunderland.
Yeah.
Were you
So I
contacted
was
then?
I speak to people and ring my mates and speak to my dad or my mum or speak to my agent, and it's like
You've not got a nickname for your dad?
spite. So they were all saying, keep your head, don't kick up a fuss, don't. So if anyone rings him, don't bad mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what football's like? He's a bad egg, he's a bad,
Yeah.
that's when I got moved to Blackburn, and I
So were
really
you up that
enjoyed
summer
it.
then?
Yeah.
You knew you weren't signing
Yeah,
again?
I was done. I was that far down from Bruce in the pecking order of everything. I was never going to get a fair crack or make a career there. It was never going to happen. It was all, like you say, it was a hard time for me then.
So I think I'm definitely going to the doctors.
And you had him, was Blackburn in the pipeline at that point?
Obviously, when you're Premier League, you have people who want you, and there was a few, but Blackburn with Bowyer and new Shorty there, who was
Blackburn in the Premier League at this point? Championship.
So I went there, and they were interested, and it's a big club, and I was like, yeah, and I had 3 years there that I loved.
Did you still travel
there.
over?
Just travelled from Ivy down the A59, innit, down there all the way. It was good.
I mean, there was a lot of big characters when I went, but there was a few. Was Dixon too? Who? Danny
there was some
Murphy.
characters that-
Dixon to weren't he shite?
Do you know what, mate? him fit. Because when I went there and when you were there, he was injured.
I wasn't. I was at Norwich with him.
Yeah, he was a player, mate.
Preston as well.
At Preston.
I'm sure Canio used to say Dixon Tour was shit.
Man, I thought he was a player, me. I
think he got better.
loved him in front of me.
Did Canio say that though?
He might have done, but when we were at Norwich, Dixon was.
When he was at Fulham, mate.
Chris,
he
was
one of
Dixon a good player?
When he was at
He
Fulham,
wasn't
he
at
was
Norwich, no. But he's got. He's
Fulham,
made
he
it. I
was
saw
one
him
of-
at Fulham. He was
he was
unbelievable.
one of the best in Premier League.
But at Norwich, right? Remember Carl Robinson,
Yeah.
the Welsh midfielder. Robbo and him were tight, but Dixon used to play ahead of Robbo, so Robbo would be on the bench. Dixon would be coming over to him and saying, "What do I do?" He was so insecure.
Yeah.
It was like, what am I doing wrong?
Did he go to Norwich from Preston?
No, he went to Fulham from Norwich.
And then they
Yes,
played
yeah, he
away
did,
for
yeah,
Cup.
Preston, Norwich.
Preston to Norwich, Norwich to Fulham.
And then
I'm 100% sure Kenneth said
I wouldn't be
Dixon Tour was
surprised.
shit.
I wouldn't be surprised because at Norwich, you could see physique on him. He's
Oh, he's a
6'5", big shit house.
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
Fucking hell, Arnold Schwarzenegger's got good physique on him. He won't do anything.
But no, he had everything, didn't he?
Yeah,
For a centre
yeah.
midfield,
Yeah.
but he was just, and I don't know if he became mentally stronger or what, but I saw at Sunderland he was good.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Fucking hell,
I
some
liked
clubs
him.
there,
I'd
innit?
have wanted him in front of me in his prime, mate.
I've never seen him
In
play.
his prime, mate, I'd have wanted him in front of me
I've
as a
never seen him play. I can
midfielder.
just remember the name Dixon Tour and Kenneth saying he was shit.
Yeah, but he's done very well for himself.
Oh yeah.
Where is he now?
Had
Is
a
he still
great
playing
career.
now?
He was playing in Sweden or somewhere,
Yeah.
but I think Fulham was probably where he was at his best, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Enjoy it, Blackburn.
I did. I had a car school and it was good. I had a car school. I started with Paul Robinson, who lives in Knaresborough with me now. And we had a car school. I'll tell you a story about that, mate. Honestly.
I was just about to say what it is, sensible car school.
Oh my God.
But you,
So we've played on a Tuesday night, Ewood Park, gone back to our local in Knaresborough and used to keep it open if you had like a lock-in. So we've gone in there on the Tuesday, we were in Wednesday, so I had a few pints and that, turned into 5, 6 and didn't get home at 1 o'clock in the morning, but we're up in the morning, we're all giddy in that, aren't we? So we're going onto the 59 and this geezer is stood right. He stood with a sign saying Burnley on the side of the road. So obviously we're looking at still a little bit. Do you know when you've had a few? So Robbo's pulled over, right? Gone, in you get, mate. No lie, geezer's 6'4", right? So get in the 59, pulls in. I said, listen, we're going to Blackburn training ground. We can drop you off there. And you are, yeah. Mate, he's got a bag on him, sat into that table, right? Picks a bag up.
He's been kicked out by their lads.
Yeah, probably. Puts the bag in the back of the car, right? The noise on it. Boom, boom, boom. Rob had this massive big Audi. So he sits in the middle of the thing. So straight away I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like,
we're bodying that bag.
Yeah, mate. So I've gone. Obviously still a bit giddy, you know. And you wake up and you still got that little buzz on you, and we've seen each other, and it was only. I said, mate, what's in the bag? Fuck all to do with you, mate.
Is that what he said?
Did that sober you up?
Brownie. I went, pardon? So I've looked at Robbo like that, and I've gone, like, to say, what you pick this geezer up for? Like, what are you doing, mate? So I get about another 10 miles in. So Robbo's, is you all right, mate? Yeah. Hey, mate, what's in the bag, like? I've told you, mate, already. It's fuck all to do with you. So,
It
mate.
looks as though we're very appreciative of this.
So we're driving, and I'm thinking.
Has he clocked who you are? Has he realised that?
Maybe
Ex-England
Robbo.
goalkeeper.
Maybe,
Has
yeah.
he realised he's the England?
Yeah, and he's not on it, mate. There's no seatbelt on, sat in the middle, and you can't miss him. He's in the back. You can see him in the thing like that. He's just staying forward.
Is he like is it? You know, you get these guys who transport vehicles that then get taken
quite
back.
sensible.
It's
Yeah.
something.
Is he a proper Is he a bit of an oddball?
Dodgy as, but it was all
So
crack.
he's not dropped a fucking Nissan Micra off.
No,
him.
and then he needs to get back.
No,
saving his transport.
It was dodgy as. So I got in there. So Robos texts me on my thing. What's going on here? Like, he's gone, I'm going to stop at the next service station and we're going to jump out, right? And we'll say, come in and let's get something. So I said, no problem. So we get into the thing, we pull in. I said, mate, we're going to jump out, get a few waters and that, some protein bars, whatever. Why don't you come with us? Yeah, leave your stuff in the back, it'll be sound. He's like, okay then. So we get out there, he comes in, goes in, and we've gone to what? He's gone to the toilet. Robbo's tapped me and said, we're gone. So we get back in the car, he's left him the thing, set off with his bag in the back.
Well, at least you can find out what's in it.
Set off in the back, set off and just fucking drove for training.
Jesus.
Cry.
What was in the bag?
Fuck all to do with you.
We got there eventually, didn't we? Fuck off.
It makes it fucking meat and cheese, doesn't it?
He's even got his fucking legs out. Look
Oh dear.
Second bite as well.
Oh, it's a beauty. He's had some that. I got done with it as well. That where's your receipt? Just like that.
I mean, has it been on about when I actually picked the hitchhiker up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you both actually picked
We
one
actually
up?
picked one up, mate.
Fuck all to do with you, though. Anyway, what we talking about?
Me, Ryan Cresswell and Charlie Taylor, you know, the kid at Burnley.
Yeah.
We actually picked one up, mate. One from a service station. Mate, I'll just tell it quick, so it's been on before. But we used to get a sausage roll, a Lucozade, a
It's
coffee.
a good breakfast, isn't it?
Sausage roll, Lucozade breakfast, and one of them Haribo, McVitie chocolate bar things.
Yeah.
Every morning. We picked him up. Anyways, obviously, not obviously, but it's a bit of a not a down and out, but you could tell he was down on his luck and that. And I'm just about to take a bite of my sausage roll. He went, I've not eaten for 4 days. Here then, pal. Passing me sausage roll, but dropped him off at the next service, mate. There's fucking sausage roll all in the car at the fucking lot. But we actually did pick one up.
Oh, dear.
Bless him.
Yeah, let's get back on.
You need to know.
I don't know where you fucking play next.
No, Blackburn was good. We had a good FA Cup run. It was a quarter-finals. Drew with Liverpool away 0-0. Then they beat us at 1-0 at home. So we did well. We had a good team, didn't we, mate? We probably should have done better.
Yeah, we should have gone up. All right.
Yeah, we should have
at least made the playoffs.
Yeah, there's a few little tinkerings maybe people should have got taken out who didn't, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean, Brownie? But that's the way it is.
The squad we had should have been up there.
Who were in that? Who were in your squad then at Blackburn? Robinson?
Robbo. It was Robbo was like the squad where we should have was like
Steely,
and then you had like
Duffy.
You had Olsen, me, Grant, Hanley, Lowe, Evans, Tom Kearney, Rudy Cassed, Josh King,
Jordan,
Ben Marshall, Rhodesy. Yeah. Like it was strong, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who was the manager?
About
Bowyer.
Tell the one from Dublin with Dunny.
So Christmas do.
Oh, well, I love these stories.
Christmas do.
I love them.
He's like a big kid, doesn't he? So
yeah, he's a showman, isn't he?
He's got Killer, what are you going as? What are you going as? I said, I haven't looked on the internet yet. Give me half a yard, like, do you know what I mean? Look at this. I'll get all I've got. So I've got pictures on my phone now. Elvis, full white suit on, tight as white, like a red collar, guitar, shades on, went all out. Looked the bollocks, to be fair.
A good fancy dress, like.
Beauty, yeah. So obviously Sunday you're in the Dublin there, all the pints, live bands are on and that. And I've like gone, Brownie, get some HP sauce there and let's just smear it at the back of his trousers so it looks like he's shitting himself.
But no, he was
he's that
performing when he was on the stage.
He's on the stage.
Yeah.
He's giving it all the guitars out and he's fucking spinning everyone round. The people working, the girls in there. He's like he's on good form. Do you know what I mean?
He's flying.
Me and him have gone, I'm not having this. So we've got, I don't know, did he? Was it me or you? It was one of us anyway. So you got the sachet here. I said, you got any HP sauce behind there? She's like, no problem. I get it, rip it up.
Where were you doubling off?
Jamaica.
Sounded like Canio there.
Jamaica.
I want the summer brown sauce.
So mate, just got it, didn't we? Right up his ass.
Without him knowing, like.
Without him knowing. Oh. So he's going round and he's going to other teams and that. He's got a big fucking shit mark. And it went on. It was the best.
Yeah.
But because he's giving it. He's putting his foot up on things, isn't he? Like
every 2 minutes on the mic.
He's on stage in the temple, but he's like, oh yeah, and he's turning around. Everyone's
laughing.
Everyone's in tears, mate. He got shit all the way. Didn't it? It looked great, didn't it?
He thinks he's on real form.
Yeah.
So he thinks that people are laughing at him.
Yeah.
He took it well though, didn't he? Mate, what about Craig Conway? So Craig
the Bull.
So Craig Conway.
Believe it or not, I actually named him the Bull.
Yeah.
Mate,
true story.
He's gone as Where's Wally, right? So we've got on the tram, haven't we, from our hotel. So he's like, I'm Where's Wally, I'm hiding. So I was like, okay then. So we're waiting for about 4 or 5 people, weren't we? Baps and about 5 of them. So on they went, when they come out, tell them they've got to find me. So all right then, Bull. So he's got off the tram, walked around like into the car park. There's a woman in a car, right, just sat in the car, knocked on the window. She's like, yeah. He's like, I sit in the car. Mate, he sat in the car dressed as Where's Wally like that. So all the lads came on the bus and went, where's Bull? And they're going, in the tram looking under the thing, going, where's it? And then all of a sudden someone looks out the window. He's like that. It's a classic, on it. And then in the
fair play to the woman.
Yeah, she was like, well, in Dublin, you get them, the Irish people love it. And then in the pubs, on it, you just get a tap on your shoulder, be like, where's Bull? And he'd look around the pub, wouldn't he? And he'd be like upstairs, but looking through a banister, wouldn't he? So you could just see a little bit. It was class, wasn't it?
If they were getting abracadabra for one.
Yeah.
Oh, across the road, it's not there.
No,
it's a Costa.
gone, yeah.
It's a Costa now.
They fucking took over here with them coffee shops, didn't they?
Or a Nero. It's a Costa or a Nero. No abracadabra there now.
Fucking hellfire. I'm not with that old Dublin.
We'll have to wrap up.
We'll just run out of time. But what about the Bradford chairman?
Bradford chairman.
So you left Blackburn, you signed for Bradford.
Yeah. Stuart McCall, couldn't say enough good things about him. Top man, old school, one-liners, made footy enjoyable. Like, love my time there. Do you know what I mean? The odds, like, you'd pick a team, so you get your team in of 11, and he'd go, Killer, I must have been drinking. Are you playing? Do you know what I mean? One of them. And he'd be like, Killer, I want you to get it off the keeper. I want you to come out with it. I want you to switch it over to him. Because he doesn't know what he's doing with it. So how the fuck are the other team going to know what he's going to do with it? You know, all them sort of... Yeah. So I'm into it, like, laughing, but all the young time, why's he saying that? It's a bit of crack, he's trying to get you... But he's like a spotty teenager, mate. The chairman was like a spotty teenage.
What are you for?
Kevin and Perry.
So that's right. You played German.
Yeah.
You cleaned up with the Player of the Year awards.
Yeah.
You still had how long?
Another year.
You had another year.
You made that much of a mess?
Oh yeah, clean. No. I won all the awards, mate, and had a good season.
Pat on the back.
Came in and I know, yeah, it's pretty but and came in. I don't know which one it was, if it was Mickey or if it was the chairman, and just said, nah, you're not playing here. I said, well, okay then. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I didn't see this coming, sort of thing. And that was the way it was.
A personal thing, or?
And McCall got sacked then?
McCall
got sacked. Mickey...
Yeah, he got sacked when we were 5th in the league, where the chairman should have backed us in January, bring 3 players in, because you know what League One's like, Championship and all, it's Saturday, Tuesday. People lose a bit of form, don't they? People get injured. We needed 3 people to come in and would have gone up.
Yep.
5th in the league, get sacked. Do you know what I mean? And Grayson came in, tried his best, but he couldn't work with the chairman either. He's a top manager.
Is he still there?
I don't know.
No, he's gone now.
Yeah.
He comes in and, you know, he's saying to me things like, I don't know if you can, we're going to play a certain way, I don't think you can do it anymore. So I just played 42 games this season before, yeah. But it's come from, I think it was both of them.
So you think do you think the chairman's just said to Mickey, he's not playing, you need to just fucking say whatever you need to do.
Get him out.
But you don't know though, do you?
Yeah.
Like, how old's Mickey? He must be 30, he must be only a year older than me.
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw me as a threat. Like, he's a manager.
Yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered how old you are. You're the manager. Tell me what you want to do. I'm not the chairman's sacking people who have been there for 25 years.
Yeah.
Sort of people who would come in on Christmas Day to help the club out.
Yeah.
And then just going,
get out.
do you know what I mean? Just ruined it all. And what a club it is. But it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I
tell you what, he wouldn't be welcome back at Bradford anyway, with all the fans and that. Let's put it that way.
McCall?
Oh, McCall would be, yeah.
You mean the chairman?
I mean
wouldn't
the chairman,
right.
Edin, yeah. He wouldn't be able to step foot in there. Has
he not been there twice, McCall? Has he not?
I think he did, aye.
That was his second spell, I think, wasn't it?
He was player, wasn't he? He was player.
He was a big...
He was a legend there.
Loved him as a player, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then...
I absolutely love my time there, mate. And I think they're in League 2 now, and apparently they've sold 13,000 season tickets already.
Yeah.
13,000 tickets.
I think they do it right though. I think they sell them for sort of £100 though, not the 120 quid. I think they do it
just to get them through the door.
I don't think it is like that though, mate. I don't think it is just to get them through.
I thought they'd rather have 13,000 paid £100 than 4,000 paid 300 quid.
Which is the right way to do it.
I think so, yeah.
But League, it was there was no, when we were doing well and we got in the playoffs and when we were 5th with McCall, like always up there, top 6 for the whole first part of the season. There was 18.5 would probably be the lowest, up to 20 in League
For
One.
League One's, which mad.
Do you know what I mean?
You know with James
Like-
Hansen?
Right?
James Hansen
Yeah.
there.
Oh, Berger. Berger he is.
He's the best player I've ever played against comfortably. He's just
When
fucking...
he play centre half.
He's brilliant. No, just in general. Every time I see him, I wind him up saying, you are the best fucking player I've ever played against. And he's awkward as fucking, he can't run. But bless him, he worked, I'm sure he worked in Tesco's or Asda stacking shells. Got his chance at Bradford and just fucking kicked him from there.
It's hard to play against guys like you two. Like, if you get you two on a good day, they're unplayable, as in, I think, especially you two, and maybe Hans as well, but I think Peter Crouch, they all think it's all up, they flick it on. But I used to play against these two, and it wasn't that, it was taking it on the chest and bringing other people in. It was.
Wait a minute,
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Give
yourself a pat. Did you finish on that or not? Let's
Thank you,
finish on
good
that.
night. Thank you,
Good night.
Cheers.
Give us a tenner on the way out, lads. no, honestly, it is.
No, seriously, finish
Cheers.
I think he's might be the first guest that's ever complimented us.
Brilliant, Matty. Absolute pleasure, mate.
Thanks for the invite, lads. Really appreciate that. Enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Cheers.
Yeah,